Town family. Phone light flags in the night. Upstrokes cut, kick, drum tight. Horns bite. We roast our own, then we toast our own. If you're kind, come in, make this house your home. Spill blood, spill drinks. We learn, we leg, push back, pull close. We bend, don't break. Buttertown, head to head, we got your back. We make our stand. Laugh at the pain, rise with the band. Brothers, sisters, all the fam. Buttertown, doors are wide, open mind. So come inside, clap on two, stomp on four. This is what the song is for. This is what the song is for. Buttertown, forever, together, together. Grab a drink, pull up a seat. Welcome to Buttertown. Buttertown, forever, together, together. Grab a drink, pull up a seat. Welcome to Buttertown.
Record your own podcast.
We could get a network, a Vimo Dahlin network.
Dude, it's set up for that. Like, I have set up multiple things just for that, just for getting a Vimodalin network going. Like,
You know,
the thing we post to is called the Vimodalin podcast, you know, because it's the idea was to have multiple people telling stories and stuff or doing their own shows, and then you were never sure which one you're going to get when you got a notification from the Vimodalin, and it was more like this is really cool. This is like an adventure every time, and it becomes more of a community thing rather than just a John and Jason thing. But then we never did any other things. By the way, this is going to be my backyard. You want to tell me why it sucks?
no,
Because I just saw your face.
I'm just looking at it.
When did you get the poker face?
Pop, up, poker face, pop, up, poker face. What do you mean?
When that first came out, I thought it was fuck her face. And I was like, they're letting this stay on the radio? Cool.
What are we talking about?
I would say the last maybe 2 or 3 years, you've gotten this like really straight poker face. So like I can't tell unless like we warm each other up and we're talking down here for like an hour, then you start showing emotions in your face. But most like when you come over, you never show emotions on your face. Whenever I see you, it's always like the majority of the time I see you, it's like totally straight.
Maybe life is wearing me down. I don't know.
Oh shit.
No, I mean, I guess I don't know. I didn't know that was what was going on with my face. I mean, the past like few years has been weight loss stuff.
Well, when you were you were in a very dark.
That was weird.
Yeah, that was scary, man. I was very nervous for you. You're not going back there, right?
No, I don't think that was healthy. I was like passing out while mowing the lawn. That was weird.
Dude, you were telling me that you couldn't feel feelings anymore.
Yeah, there was that too. That was also weird.
That was fucking terrifying.
It was weird. It was like there was a complete lack of like any sort of serotonin. Like everything was gone. I didn't even put salt on my food. There was no salt. There was no fat. There was no sugar. And I felt dead inside. It was so weird. It was so weird. But I like as far as like health wise, like I felt great health wise. But like emotion wise, I was bankrupt.
But like, yeah, where's the line then? Where's like the this is too far kind of shit? Like
I don't know.
at what point is your health worth your happiness?
I think I would. I don't know. You got to find a happy medium. I think doing
Agreed.
more like. I think having more. I think exercise would help. Like right now, for my exercise, it's mostly walking. I lift some now.
In
But
your,
I need
in your
to-
basement?
Yeah, but I think like if I can, I don't know, be consistent with that. I think working out helps with weight loss and just feeling good and moving around more. Keeps you younger, longer. Like just moving around. User loser, right?
No, very true. Yeah, I did a wedding this weekend, and it felt like, oh shit, I have not done a wedding in a year and 2 weeks.
You wore out?
Oh my god, yeah. But I felt good, and it wasn't a video wedding. Video wedding is epically more work than photo. It's so much more work. So like, I did a photo wedding, meaning I was a second shooter for a photographer, and it's when you're a photographer, you have to be more more emotionally outgoing. And when you're doing video, you have to be a lot more physicality, a lot more movement, a lot more like dynamic movement, because you're constantly thinking like, well, I can't shoot.
Because it's not static.
It's not static. And,
Yeah.
and you can't shoot the same thing from the same angle too many times. Otherwise you can't use it. So you need to keep moving. You need to keep thinking, and you need to keep judging like, oh shit, when are they going to be done with the speech? So I know exactly when to cut the light off. Or I know when to move the camera, and you're just judging like on their like candor, like how they're speaking. Are they wrapping things up in their tone? And like you're constantly using your brain the whole day. It's fucking exhausting.
It does sound exhausting.
But as a photographer, it's more like, dude, you look awesome. Hi, how can I help? Like you're a lot more outgoing.
Let's see those smiles.
Yeah, which can be wildly exhausting at the same time, just in a different way. But yeah, like, and if you don't use it, holy fuck, just standing around is tiring. You know?
Oh yeah.
I know we have an epidemic, at least in our culture, of people sitting all day, right? Like that's what you always hear. But I don't think you really realize it until you're on your feet for like a long period of time.
I had like manual labor jobs almost all the way up until recently. Like I was 38 when I stopped doing manual labor jobs.
Shit, yeah.
You know, yeah, like my bicep got torn off in an accident moving refrigerators around.
A freak refrigerator accident.
Freak fucking refrigerator accident. Bosch, they are solid pieces of equipment. They will tear a bicep from the bone.
5 stars. Would get ripped up again.
Yeah. But it wears you out. But like, man, like ever since like I got hurt and I sat and laid down a bunch because you can't like move or do anything for a really long time. Like you like lose like a quarter of your body. It just like really fucks everything else up. It's not like I was running or doing anything really.
Yeah.
And then like rolling from that to then I had like my appendix taken out.
Oh, that's right. That was like right after that. Holy shit.
Yeah, I got hit with like all these like health things, and I was worried because I was like, man, like my dad. I remember like the beginning, the end for my dad was he got in an accident. He got in an accident when we were doing a baseball. It was a baseball game.
Hold on. John, I'm sorry.
What's the garage code?
4416.
Okay, I'm taking Maggie for a walk. Bye.
Okay, bye. Oh my God, I always think it's an emergency. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought someone was going to die. John, let's talk about your dad because that's a freaking serious subject. Okay, I am fully engaged. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
That was
no, I was
rude
just trying to figure out like if we're gonna have to edit that out or
of me.
whatever.
I don't fucking care.
Okay. You know what? I'm cool with that. So my it was at my little brother's baseball game. It had just rained. They couldn't do practice. It was raining for a little bit, and then it stopped raining, and then they ended up doing like running bases, which is like I don't know if did you ever do baseball, like Little League baseball?
No, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
So they're
yeah.
doing running bases, and my dad like he was like one of the people on the bases, and he slipped and broke his leg. And yeah, man, that was like the beginning and end for him.
How old was he?
He was 40.
40? Oh my God.
He was like 40 or 41 years old.
So like younger than us.
Yeah. And he broke his leg and like that.
So that's the connection.
Yeah. And he got like, he was always like riding his bike or walking and doing stuff like that.
Oh shit.
When that happened, like he steadily put on like shit. Like I think he ended up eventually put on like an additional 300 pounds onto that. Yeah. Hold on. No. Yeah. An additional 300 pounds. He got all the way up to like 500.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah. Like he just stopped moving really. Like him retiring didn't help, but like it just kind of kept going on and on and on. Because
Yeah.
it was hard for him to move and then it just stuck around. So like that scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously you don't want to fucking fall into that with like the perfect example right in front of you.
Yeah, I literally like I watched him die in front of me from like diabetes and all that shit, and then I was like, "Fuck this, I'm gonna lose weight." But then I think I went overboard.
You did. You did. I remember it vividly when you were in the kitchen and you were just like you were staring off into nothing. Like nothing was like bringing you joy or happiness.
Yeah.
And like again, like at what point
I don't know if I've
is
still
the happiness worth?
I don't know if I've still shook it.
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
I wonder.
I'm wondering if like there's like a residual kind of like detachment emotionally.
I don't know. I feel like I remember like there was like we've talked about this before. Like I feel when we were doing a previous podcast and like you had finished grad school and I was in the middle of undergrad and doing my grad school and you're like you felt like your sword was getting duller and I felt like mine was getting sharper.
Yeah, definitely.
And I do feel like it, like in a small way, like the sword's getting duller. It kind of feels that way. Like it's frustrating that like I really wish that I could have like dedicated all of my thought to reading books about architecture and drawing and just that craft. And I feel like I do it at work, but like I spend so much time reading about like history of like fascism and books on white nationalism. And
Do you think this is doing a service for you to educate yourself with all these things? Or do you think there's a diminishing amount of return where you're like, I'm learning too much and now like a doctor who sees his kid get sick because a doctor actually knows what the worst thing can happen? You know what I mean?
maybe I feel like I'm trying to arm myself with knowledge so I can have conversations with people, but it's frustrating that most of the conversations I have are over the internet and it's being typed out. So I don't feel like you lose a lot of the inflection. People don't like, I don't have these conversations with people at work at all because for one, like for what I do, like it's frustrating that like, it worries me that I feel like I could lose my job because like I do design police stations and fire stations. And unfortunately, like with that, it feels like there's these like roles. It's almost like gender roles almost, but it's like their roles, their political party roles, and somebody with my ideals wouldn't design safer police stations or more efficient fire stations. But like, dude, like
That doesn't make sense.
I know it doesn't,
the
but
exact opposite.
I know it doesn't, but I spent my younger years being in the military and fighting wars, and then spent a lot of other years, I don't know, doing like working class jobs and trying to get educated. And I don't know, I feel like my life has led me up to this, and I feel like this is something that I've really glommed onto, and it's worrisome that I could lose my job over that. You know what I mean? Like I can't talk about it at all at work, but I read all these books. Like when people ask me to read things, I'll read them. Like if you're going to tell me, oh, the Donald Trump, nobody follows regular monetary theory anymore. Now it's, there's a different monetary theory. I'll read a whole book about it. I just recently had somebody recommend I read a book about Jesus Christ. The Genius of Jesus is the name of the book. And, and I'll read the book. And I literally finished that 2 minutes before I pulled a new driveway.
Get the fuck out for real.
And like the next series of books I was going to read is going to be on how the rapture occurred. It was like a young adult book. Shit, there's like 13 books or something. So many.
What's it called? There's a.
I don't remember, but
It's not The Calling.
Left Behind.
Left Behind. Thank you.
Yeah, like I'll read that just because it seems like there's so many people our age that started reading those books in the 90s. As Nick described it, it's people who like couldn't read Harry Potter, so this is like the young adult book that they're allowed to read.
Man, that's such a fucking weird existence.
It is, and then I got like a quick breakdown of it. I mean, and it's all like a lot of the shit that's going on now, and I think like some of the conversations that I have with some of these people, it feels like they're really glomming onto it.
I mean, that's happening today, right?
Supposedly the rapture is happening either today or tomorrow.
Okay.
But it happens, from what I'm understanding from talking to people, this is something that people think are going to happen all the time. And then how do you just like walk back from that? I'm going to float in the sky. And like you seriously talk to people like that. And there's people online selling their stuff, thinking it's going to happen. It likely has something to do. I think it likely has something to do with Charlie Kirk being murdered. I think.
Really?
I think so. Unless it was predicted before that, but like I don't
It
know,
would have to be predicted.
people
before
see
that,
that and they
seems so
think like I don't know. There's been so many people that are glomming onto Charlie Kirk and making it like an end times thing. Like he was just a guy. He was a guy that, in all honesty, a lot of people didn't know anything about.
No, I knew he spouted a lot of hate speech because I've read his quotes on Reddit for years. I've seen clips of his videos to go, okay, well, I'm not gonna watch him.
Well, his whole shtick was like he started as a young man. He's from Arlington Heights. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, I did.
He started as a young man. He was probably had a lot to do with the Tea Party. He was probably a Tea Party guy when he first started,
Okay.
and a lot of the stuff that had to do with, I don't know, like small government guy. Some of this stuff probably had to do with like Christianity and stuff like that, and it just like really amped up.
Well, let's call it what it is. I would say Christian nationalization or
Christian nationalism, yeah.
Oh, okay, which is different.
Yeah,
And
but I mean, like all that stuff, I feel like the Trump and MAGA like really hijacked a lot of the Christian nationalists, and they kind of
Definitely.
took a lot of people that were really upset with what was going on, and they just threw fuel on it.
Yep.
And unfortunately, that guy's rhetoric likely ended up with him getting killed, which nobody should be murdered like
No,
that.
no.
His kids were like, I think they watched his dad. Their dad like murdered right in front of them, even
Which
if his
is
dad was shitty, like
It's a
nobody
fucking terrible thing.
yeah, nobody should be seeing that. But
Right.
I mean, like before his body hit the ground, Donald Trump was calling it an attack
From the left.
From the left.
Yep.
People flooded the internet saying they're going to hunt down leftists.
Dude, like vilely so. Like really disgusting rhetoric was being said.
I mean, dude, you do not have to be a rocket surgeon to know, like, you shouldn't be gloating the guy's death. Like,
well, of
but
course.
and people were doing that. But the thing is, and you and I were talking about this before, like, people are getting doxxed just for asking questions. People are getting doxxed for just quoting him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is really weird.
For literally quoting him, and then people are getting pissed about that, and then putting all their information online, telling their boss like their work about it, and then Trump goes out and says we should be telling their job, get them fired. We don't want them fired. He was looking for like he had a quote last week that said, so far we have 50,000 people. That's a lot of people without jobs tomorrow. It's like, dude, that's fucking disgusting. That's fucking disgusting.
According to them, it's because the right did it, or the left did it first. Like they saw like the Me Too
Jesus.
movement as an attack on them.
Well, you did it, so it's I can do it back and harder and worse and more vile and more public.
Have you ever met somebody who's like who could like dish it out but they couldn't take it?
Yes.
And when you say something to them, they'd go to 11.
Yes.
That it reminds me of that.
That's exactly what it is. It's thin-skinned bootlicking.
I wouldn't call it bootlicking. But it's definitely thin-skinned, and it's
They're drinking
just
the Kool-Aid,
not
man.
completely irrational and unproportional. I mean, in this case, they did kill a guy, but
Yeah.
but it was a white Mormon kid. It was a white Mormon kid.
Yeah.
Nobody's like
Who was
owning up to that. And
right wing?
I don't know if he was right wing.
Everything pointed to it. Now
He was his family.
his family was.
His family was MAGA. The grandma said that the whole family was MAGA. It doesn't necessarily mean that kid was. I do think it's funny that they said like because he was in school for one semester, that brainwashed him.
Yeah.
It's like really, like, is one semester of school gonna brainwash you?
Talk to my dad. That's how long he was in college for. I think he was in college for a year. and
Ask
a
him if it
semester.
brainwashed him.
Yeah, ask him.
Ask him if it brainwashed him. No, it's fucking stupid. Well, okay. Like,
I mean, you got to put a little effort into something to be brainwashed. You got to like go into something. You can't just walk into class for 50 minutes a day and leave after 10 weeks of now my whole mind has changed. Bitch,
Well-
that means your mind is too weak.
well,
to
now
begin
if you
with.
think about it, like, if you're 18 years old and you can do whatever you want,
Yeah.
and if you were in a household that was really
anti
everything,
pro hate, yeah.
and you get out and you meet people,
I wouldn't call
Like,
that
you're-
brainwashing.
I wouldn't call it brainwashing. I mean, you could find out that holy shit, I was being brainwashed.
There you go. Yeah.
I know, like with me, I didn't know anything about black people when I went into the military because we didn't have any black people that lived in our hometown.
Yeah.
It was predominantly Hispanic. When you grow up, or when we grew up, I found out it was because Hispanic people would chase black people out.
Get the fuck out, for real?
Yeah.
I
We had-
think it's
there was
fucked
a lot
up
of
that
gangs.
from
Yeah.
my high school life, I can only name like 2 black guys that I knew. And I think if you can name them,
3. I think
That's
there's
fucked
3.
up.
Yeah, it is pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Or 4. I think it was 4.
okay.
I remember them. I know 3 of them.
Let's not name them on the show because
John.
that would be really fucked up. Dude.
Johnny,
Oh my god.
Juanita, Zahn, and there was one other guy.
Chris.
And Chris. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
but
it's
they
fucking
would all
horrible.
get chased out of town because the local there was local gangs.
Oh, we had Latin Kings.
The Latin
We had a
Kings
lot.
were there, and they did not like black people moving into town, so
Well, that's fucked up too.
they would chase them out. So yeah, I mean, you go in and I'm like the most of the black people I ever met was when I was in the military.
Yeah.
You know?
College, but yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
get
I
it.
remember like my best friend in at when I was stationed at Minot. His name was Chris. Like shit, you know, I looked for him for years. I
Like
couldn't find
online?
him. Yeah, I couldn't find him. Couldn't find him.
Maybe he was smart.
Well, he had a name that was really common.
Oh, that's a bitch, man.
He had a name that was super common. Facebook didn't exist. And I remember when, what was the one before Facebook?
MySpace.
I remember when MySpace got really big, I'd look for him. I couldn't find him. When Facebook got big, I tried to find him. And then every time they had like Ammo Troop, like Facebook pages, I would always go on there and I'd look through thousands of names to try and find them.
No shit.
Or I'd go to websites where they had lists of guys.
Yeah.
And I'd look through thousands of names and try and find them. I did that for over 20 years. And
Holy shit.
like last year, he just contacted me out of the blue.
I mean, dude, okay, your name's a little easier to find.
He found me out of the blue.
No
It was a girl.
shit.
It was a girl that I was friends with or there was a girl that we were both with at Minot. She found me, and then she mentioned to him like, "Hey, John's on here." And
That's
he reached
so
out to me.
awesome.
I'm like, "Dude, I've been looking for you for over 20 years. How the fuck are you?" He's like, "Oh man, I'm okay." I was like, "Dude, I've been looking for you forever."
So, where's he at? Like around the country?
He's near Myrtle Beach.
Okay, so not close. Are you gonna go see him?
If I ever go to the East Coast, I'll probably go look
Dude,
for him.
okay, if my dad's stories have taught me anything, fucking go see him. Like his best friend was Larry Satterley, who he saw a couple times after they got out. And like they lived together, they did other stuff, but like, you know, as life progressed, you know, life progresses and you don't have all the time. But fucking make time. Oh my God, listening to his stories, just like my dad doesn't really regret much.
He's told me that name before.
Yeah, yeah. So it hits hard, especially hearing it. Like I'm fucking blessed. I'm fucking blessed that you and I are in each other's lives. Fucking blessed. And the fact that we get to do this, it kind of like forces us to get together.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't give a shit if there was a fucking microphone in front of my face or not. I would still love to do this. But we also live 5 minutes away from each other.
Well, the thing that's really weird right now, you know, to bring it back to all the shit that's going on now, it's like I post stuff on Facebook. I try to do it like just once a week. You know, I don't want to do
It's
it a
typically
bunch.
poignant shit, though.
I try and like I'll think about stuff and I'll try and write or find something interesting and I'll do it once a week.
Why aren't you on Substack, by the way?
I don't because I don't want to do it that often. I just
You
want
don't
to
have to do
a
it that
little
often.
bit.
Do it once a week. But
I
that way
suppose I
people
could.
would come to read you. Anyway, we'll come back to it later.
So-
I'll take notes.
I'll just write stuff like once a week, but I'll have people that I knew in the military that I served with that I would have died for, and I know they would have died for me, that are just coming out of the woodwork to call me a traitor and to call me a liar and just say like some really fucking straight up vile shit. And like there's especially like there's guys that I know for a fact that I was in Iraq with that I know that they would hate my guts now. I just know that they'd hate me. Like it's so fucked up. I think like it's so fucked up.
Are you afraid of that?
Afraid of them?
Yeah, like not them so much, but like the loss of the idea of
I'm
what
not
they
afraid,
were.
but no, I'm sad. I'm not afraid. Like it sucks. Like you hear of people who have like military reunions and stuff like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I remember I had floated it towards them of like, hey, you know, because like our deployment when we went to Kirkuk, our deployment was so fucking crazy. Like when I tell people, like I was supposed to go home, and there was like 150 of us, and me and like 7 other guys were like, fuck this, we want to keep fighting. And we hitchhiked. We like literally like we talked our way into and hitchhiked to Iraq. That doesn't fucking happen that way. I've never told you this story.
No.
Yeah. So we went to Saudi first. And it's weird. This is why I didn't have a weapon when I was in Iraq. So you can fly into Saudi without a weapon, right? But you can't fly into Iraq without a weapon. But they're both in the AOR. But you can go from AOR to AOR without a weapon. So in a weird way, I literally was deployed with no weapon. It was so crazy. None of us did. None of us had a weapon. But we flew in. We started in Saudi, built a bunch of bombs, closed down the base. Said, fuck this, we want to keep fighting. And like, I remember like talking with the chief that was closing the bomb dump down. He's like, you sure you guys want to go? We're like, yeah, dude, send us anywhere. And he goes, well, we got like an email from these guys. They're like, they said that they need help because they got some stuff going on. And they've asked for anybody who can anybody who has like extra spare people to get the help. So we're like, fuck yeah, we'll go. So like when everything was closed down, we just went out to the flight line and we just like walked up to the guys with the planes who were flying. Like, hey, are any of you guys going to Iraq? And we had orders to say like that we were going to Kirkuk, but we had no way of getting there. So we had to talk to one guy, and he's like, I'm not going to Kirkuk, but I'm going to Al Udeid, which is in Qatar.
Thank you.
And so we got like a trip from Saudi to Qatar. We landed. We had no way. We didn't know where we were. Nobody knew we were coming. We just landed, and what was it? Oh, there was some officers from the UK that were driving to base, and they like, because we were gonna have to walk for fucking miles to like get from where the airport was to the base. So this officer just said like, hey man, you guys throw your bags in the back. And he drove us. It was a guy and a girl. They drove us to Al Udeid. We just drove.
You hitchhiked.
We drove into Al Udeid.
Get the fuck out.
And then from Al Udeid, we're like, okay, we're here now. So we had to like talk to the main base and be like, hey, we need a place to stay until we can hitch a ride to Iraq. So we found like a tent to live in for like, we had to find a place to live for 3 days. The guy was like, hey, like we have beer rations here. So if you guys sign up, you can have 3 beers. And they're called Tuborgs. It's a Turkish beer. I'll always remember Tuborgs as a beer that I had hitchhiking to Iraq.
God, it's so bizarre to hear.
It was very weird as fuck. And so we were like so fucking excited to hurry up and like in time to be able to get our beer rations, because we had been in Saudi for a really long time and you couldn't get any beer there at all.
Oh fuck, it's a dry country, right?
Oh yeah. So we all got those, and all 3 of us. Oh my god, dude! I remember, and they're all tall boys. I got loaded off of 1 beer. It was so crazy. I remember drinking that and watching. What was the name? It was Fast and the Furious 2 was what they were playing.
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. No, it wasn't Tokyo Drift.
That was 2.
No, not 2.
Oh, okay.
2 was it wasn't that. So I remember like drinking beer there, watching those movies, and there was only the 4 of us, and there was going to be 2 other guys that were coming with. Oh no, I'm sorry. There was 6 of us, and there was 1 other guy.
Okay.
I'm not
Good number.
There was a guy named Ebo, or that wasn't his full name, but that was his nickname.
Fucking
Was
great
Ebo.
name.
Ebo. I remember waking up. I just was like, I drank my 3 beers, and another guy's like, shit, I can't drink these. So I drank like 2 of his beers. They're all tall boys.
Attaboy.
I remember waking up feeling like super hungover, and I woke up to a guy I did not know farting right in my face in my bunk. He farted directly in my face. And I remember like looking up and I'm like, what the fuck? And this guy, like, he squatted all the way down and got his face super close to my face and said, that shit's going to itch when it dries, which is where I got it from.
That's where you got it
Yeah,
from.
Ebo farted right in my face. He's one of the funniest fucking dudes I have ever met. Ebo was a good old boy from Texas. He was in the Marine Corps. He was on the Marine Corps shooting team for 4 years. Got out and then ended up joining the Air Force. He was stationed in Japan, and while he was in Japan, he ended up like starting his own like computer company. He was a very wealthy guy, super smart.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody loved Ebo. He was a good old boy and a fucking genius.
Huh.
And super smart. He would always say shit. Like, I remember the one girl, he was dating a girl who didn't know he was even in the Marines. I'm like, dude, you were in the Marine Corps shooting team and you didn't tell your girl? And he goes, boy, you don't want to tell a girl everything. You want to keep her on her toes. He's like, if I ever piss her off or she ever starts getting bored, I'll just let her know that and keep her interested a little bit longer. I'm like, man, you were fucking smart as shit, man.
Wow.
But he's like, you don't want to blow your load and like do it all right away. You gotta like sprinkle it out, keep her interested. He was such a cool dude. He was also the guy when we finally made it to Iraq. He's like, my job is to fill up this shitter. He always made sure that he was gonna eat 2 helpings, and he would walk a mile to shit in just this one particular shitter because they dig it out. You got to dig out the shitter, and he wanted to fill it up. He was one of the funniest dudes. And when he got his dog tags, before you go, you have to have dog tags, and they'll ask you like what religion you are. Like, if you're atheist, they'll say atheist, you'll say Christian or whatever. He convinced the girl to put Eboism as his religion.
You told me this. I remember this now. Okay.
Ebo. So I woke up to Ebo.
I love that I remember the religion more than the man.
I woke up to him farting in my face. And
Page 1 of your autobiography.
yeah, so we had to find out who like the local ammo guys were, and the local ammo guy was Sergeant Robinson, and I was stationed with him in Korea. And before we left Saudi, they cut a bunch of dunnage and made ammo piss pots, which it's the insignia of a bomb with a flame on it.
Okay,
it's the same as like the bombardier bomb. It's like the original part of it where the dragoons, I believe, from France. It was like the original guy. So that's where it comes from. And so they carved out all of these piss pots that they made from the dunnage from a base that was closed down. I had a bag with a bunch of them in there. I traded some of those for him to like not have us do work, but also to secure us a ride to the base on the or to the flight line for us to get the ride to Saudi. So we had to like barter all these things. So I had like a bag full of stuff, and had to barter some of these things. So we ended up getting a ride to the flight line. I remember it was August 23rd, 24th, 25th is when I was there, because I remember.
Holy shit!
I remember having a Sharpie marker, and I wrote all of our names down, and it just said "Stop for a beer." And it was my little brother's birthday. It would have been his.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So I wrote that on the wall before we flew out to Iraq. I think I have a photo of that actually of that. But yeah, then we flew Iraq. I remember flying over the Tigris and Euphrates. It was in a jump plane, like a little C-130.
Oh my God, that's so nerve-wracking.
It was in a C-130 that we flew in. Oh no, we didn't fly a C-130 to Al Udeid, but it was a C-130 to Iraq, and they have like little jump seats. I mean, it was. I remember being able to look out the window, all the pilot and everything. They let us go up top, and like I was looking out the window, got to see the Tigris and the Euphrates as we were flying over everything. And then I remember the guy was saying, like, right when we were gonna land, he's like, we're going to be landing soon. If you hear those plinking sounds, that's just them shooting at us. And we all took our flak vests off of us and sat on top of them.
Yep.
And then like it's a combat landing down, which is like a fucking, it's like a roller coaster, because you're doing like the plane goes in a spiral motion all the way down, and it just keeps dropping,
Okay.
dropping and banking. I mean, I thought I was gonna puke for sure.
That's called a combat landing.
The combat landings, and they got combat takeoffs too. And when we left, I left on a C5. C5 is like a flying basketball court, and when they go, I remember the day that I left, it was just me by myself, and I was with a whole group of other guys, because I didn't go with a group of anybody. We all just kind of were there, and then until I felt like I ran out of luck, I remember thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna live. So I think it's time to go. And then a bunch of other guys all kind of felt it. I was like one of the last guys to go. But so I flew out with a bunch of a security forces squadron, and they're all sitting around me, and everybody's super quiet. Like, so you go on the C5, all the seats are on the edge of the C5, and there's a load of stuff in the middle. It's like I said, it's like a basketball court. And when you take off like as soon as they're gone, man, they gun it and they go straight up in the air as fast as you can. And nobody cheers, nobody does anything as soon as you leave the ground, because you have to get beyond the point where the surface-to-air missiles will clear. So you just kind of pull out of there until it's done. And once they clear, they let you know. And then everybody just started cheering. Yeah, it was crazy.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Dude.
But yeah, it was a crazy ass time. Well, how did I get out of this? Yeah, so I was like stationed with all those guys, and like I was with those dudes. I got some crazy stories. There were so many times we almost died, and like a lot of those guys just think I'm just a piece of shit. Now, it's awful. It sucks. You know, doesn't make any sense to me. You know, and my crime is getting an education and learning about science. That's the crime that I committed, was that I learned about the world, and I learned that not everybody can be an enemy, and I'm hated for it now. You know, and it's such a fucked up thing. I remember like when I was in basic, what was it? I remember like the drill instructor saying like, who here, like, what did everybody join for? And he's like, who joined for college? And like 95% of us raised our hands.
Right.
And he goes, and which of you guys joined to fight for your country? And because it's proud to be an American. And like one person raised their hand, and he's like, you motherfucker. I remember the drill instructor giving us a hard time, but I mean, like, dude, everybody in basic was like people from other countries, people who are just trying to like, who are old and just trying to like pay for a new kid, people running from drugs, people who are running from bad situations. It's just poor people just trying to make their lives better.
Yeah.
You know, and I was another one. I was another name on a list of people just trying to make their lives better and running from something. And saw college as a way to get out of it. And
I don't see that as a negative, though. I don't see that as like a running away from something. I see it as a running towards.
well, at the time, it was running away. But yeah, dude, I got a degree and I learned about the world, and I became less conservative, but yeah, I became an enemy now. It's fucked. It's so fucked. So yeah, I mean, I try and post things every once in a while, and yeah, and people think like that's what I am. You know, when you post once a week, you know, and that's all that I'm showing them. You know, that's all that they see.
Of course.
You know, when you got like some guy who you used to look up to, and I had like my Thanksgiving, I had at this guy's house with his family in Germany, and now he tells me I have Donald Trump syndrome. Come on, guys. Doesn't make any sense.
No.
So,
Like the thing I always want to scream, and the things I always want to like say, is the exact same thing I cut myself off from saying upstairs, like before the show started, was, how is this happening? How can they think this way? How did we get here? Right? And like, as soon as you start to ask that question, you fucking better stop, because we know the answer. And if you don't know the answer, that means you're not paying attention. It means you're not reading the fucking writing on the wall. You're not looking between the lines. You're not fucking doing your due diligence. And I still find myself saying it all the time, not because I want an answer, but because I'm at a complete loss for how far humanity has fallen. And I don't think that they've fallen, to be honest. I think it's my perception and realization how much humanity has always been shitty.
I don't know if it. I think for a long time it was getting better.
As a whole, yes, I would agree.
I think from FDR like objectively made the world a better place. I feel, if you were not the top 1%, you know, their lives were just like they had to get a yacht that was 5 feet shorter. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But from, 1945 all the way into like 1980, like things were going really good. And like right before we were
good
born,
for America. That same statement can be drastically different depending on which country you're in.
It really, like, when trickle down economics like kicked in, like that really kicked things in overdrive. You gotta remember, like, people thought Reagan was fascist. Like, you look at Reagan now and you're like, Reagan would be a lefty compared to MAGA now.
Reagan was a dick, but yes, I agree. And that's the same fucking argument we hear all the time with Antifa now. Antifa has been this magical boogeyman that you just want to go, is Antifa in the room with you right now? Or do you hear Antifa at night? Do you want to take some medication to get Antifa away from you?
Antifa is now a terrorist organization as of yesterday.
Yep. Well, wait, hold on. Executive order.
Or an executive order,
right,
says that Antifa is a terrorist organization. I read it. Like, it is definitely, it's a weaponization of his political enemies.
Yes.
Anybody can be Antifa. If you disagree with him,
that's it.
You're Antifa.
And you and I said this in October of last year. I read that one article that I sent to you about the war games, where all the guys got together and said, you need to make sure Trump does not get in office, because here's exactly what's going to happen if he does. And everything's playing out right. And the one thing that stuck with me out of that article more than anything else was anyone can be labeled a terrorist, and it doesn't need to be technically, to be labeled a terrorist, you have to go through Congress. You have to go through a board of executives to go, here is how you label it. Here is how we justify it. Here is how we define it, yada, yada. Now, all we need is one fucking person to say something online, and you are doing what's psychology called anchoring or priming. You are getting people in line with the idea that this is happening, and then this is the truth, and then you get other people to back it up. But by then, it doesn't fucking matter if it's legal or not.
Honestly, I think when he deployed troops into LA and then DC and then Chicago, he was hoping that somebody was going to get killed.
Yep. He was hoping one of his people.
Yeah. He was dangling them out there. He was hoping that somebody was going to get killed.
Yes.
And I think this thing with Charlie Kirk, which is why like the whole narrative was already in place.
No shit.
Again, like I said, before Charlie Kirk hit the ground, they already had a narrative in place.
Yep.
And even though it's a white guy Mormon, somehow it's the left. And now he used that as a preempt to, not only on the very day that Charlie Kirk died, the Republican Party voted to not release the Epstein files.
Yeah, ain't that about a bitch? That was so perfect timing.
And then the stuff with Antifa. Everything was already written.
Yeah. I mean, no, that it's been written for a while. And I would put money on the fact that it's been written before the fucking election.
Yeah.
It's everything is coming out to plan and everything makes sense. Read your fucking history, people. 1933 to 1934. Just read that fucking time period about Germany. Just that time period.
You got to remember, when you talk to those people, they think that we're fascists.
Of course they do, which I don't fucking like.
Or
I don't fucking get it.
They say that Trump has even said in the same sentence, the left is both communist and fascist.
Oh, and we're demons.
And demons and socialists.
And
Oh,
we're
yeah.
Satan worshipers.
Yeah.
Satanic. He used that word the other day. I'm like, oh my God, this is bringing back 80s vibes.
He's bringing out all of the buzzwords to it's the dog whistle words to make everybody upset.
Yeah.
To know to be angry.
Yeah. It's fucking shocking because like it's literally jaw dropping. And I did a podcast this week, by the way, by myself for 3 hours, where I just talked for 3 hours. I'm probably never gonna release it. But I broke down why I think the Republicans won during the election, not taking into account any like illicit activities of theft or anything like that, but actually like the grand narrative of the public sphere. But what it came down to was that you just need to be ahead of the person saying something else. So the other person is deflecting. The other person is on the defense, right? Think about football, right?
Is this, well, yeah, all you have to do is just accuse them of what you're doing.
Boom, boom, right there. And then immediately the other side is on the defensive saying, no, that's you. Well, that just sounds like you're in an argument with Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah.
And you lost.
I know. And it's so formulaic. It's silly.
It's ridiculous.
Which makes you wonder, like, how come there's been so many things about a cabal of child molesters drinking the blood of children? And you're like, what the fuck are you guys doing behind closed doors?
Yes. Like you and I said it, was it last week or the week before? Whenever, like one time, we were saying, if you and I were doing this shit, talking about this shit 2 years ago, we would have been laughed at and ridiculed, and you and I would have made fun of each other. It was just stupid.
Yeah.
And now it's like, I don't see how this isn't true.
Yeah.
Like there's no qualification or quantification that you can give to me that isn't proving this left and right.
I mean, the groundwork for all this stuff going on has been going on since the 70s.
I thought it was the 60s with Rupert, but maybe I'm
70s was when the Powell Memorandum went through. 71 or 72 was the
Okay.
Powell Memorandum, and then think tanks. The amount of think tanks started going up. The amount of money invested into universities, corporations taking like a shit ton of their marketing and stuff all went to paying for all this. Hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars over the better part of a century went into exactly what's going in right now.
Yeah,
like
right,
this
right.
is like the end game.
So what is the end game? Like, what does the end game look like? I mean, I don't see anything ending, finishing, changing without a war.
Yeah, I know. It's a revolution.
So, but like, it's a revolution.
They're the new founding fathers.
But you would think a revolution would be against the status quo, and now they are the status quo.
I know, but they're saying that the left.
They're still playing like they're the victim, which
Yes.
is MAGA's
That's-
book number one.
Yeah,
We're the
have
victim.
you always have to be the victim. So like they play it up that this is what fascism is, a thing where your enemy is both weak and incredibly strong, and they're trying to erase America and instill themselves as the next founding fathers. And this is going to look like, I think it's probably going to be something similar to what's going on in Russia.
Shit.
Possibly balkanization, which I don't know what the country would look like. Do you know what balkanization is?
I do.
I don't know what that country would look like. I would like to think that the Chicagoland area would be its own thing.
I would hope so.
But
But I
that
would
means that
move.
we'd be surrounded by like other countries that want to kill us.
They'd be surrounded by cunts. You were correct, yeah. Dude, by the way, there was a sign in a public park this week in Wisconsin that said no faggots, no queer, no blacks, no faggots, and something else, and no trans, I think. But I'm
Where
like,
was this?
what the fuck
Where was this?
is? I'll give you the exact location, but it was in Wisconsin. Please know that I hate using those words, but here, sorry.
No liberals, communists, or queers.
Sorry, the comments said that.
We back the badge. And this is in Wisconsin, huh?
Yeah. I think
Oh,
it should say at the top.
Rochester. Is
Yeah.
that New York?
No, look at the sub. Look at the
Rochester,
subreddit.
Wisconsin?
Yeah,
Aren't even hiding their hate anymore.
yeah. Sorry, I was paraphrasing one of the comments that they said, like they've seen other signs like this that are just blatant as fuck. Like, how can you justify that you are the party of the people and the party of freedom
peace?
of speech and peace, and how fucking dare you think that the liberals are doing something to you when this is prevalent?
I don't understand how I sent the thing to the group where the guy explains why evangelicals see anybody who doesn't think like them is really taking away from them.
And granted, I've been hearing that shit for fucking years.
I haven't. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like,
No.
I just, it doesn't, like, I don't understand why, I'm taking your rights away, but your rights are to take away other people's rights.
Yeah. The
Now, so I'm hoping that this is like a death rattle. Like, this is not as many people are going to fight for this.
I hope so.
Because, I mean, and I'll say it again, dude, like, before, only 2 Republican presidents have won the popular vote since 1988. Yet we have a majority Supreme Court up for conservatives. Like, it's because they broke all the fucking rules, and the Democratic Party are a bunch of fucking
And
pushovers
they're see, this
who
is
only
my,
give a shit about decorum.
Thank you. And that's my big fucking issue right now. I can't call myself a Democrat. I can't, and I won't, because I don't want to be aligned with the people who are literally giving up our country. I think having a 2-party system is one of the dumbest fucking things you can do.
Founding fathers thought the same way.
You and I have talked about this ad nauseum when you said I was throwing away my vote for third parties, which I get in retrospect, but
Well, we have primaries. That's by we, I mean the Democrats have
yeah,
primaries.
right.
So you can, if you don't vote in the fucking primaries, you can't get a better candidate.
Right.
Like,
No,
everybody
I
has the opportunity to
you should.
upgrade.
But there shouldn't be 2 parties on the fucking ballot.
But
There
then
shouldn't
if
be
you have
3 parties on the fucking ballot,
Yeah, but then if you have like the Democrats won't back somebody who's a progressive,
then I don't fucking care.
then go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. Yeah, exactly. I'm fucking tired of that mentality that it is one or the other. It is black or white. That is not how I've ever viewed this country.
Yeah, it's campaign finance.
Well, and that's all it's come down to.
It's all like they're getting all their money from, billionaires or CEOs or fucking AIPAC. Like, dude, like, Israel runs our fucking country right now. It's just
Without
crazy
question.
shit,
Without fucking question, they do.
dude. The Democratic Party take money from there. Like, everybody
Yeah.
takes money. They've been taking money for decades.
Fucking hell, man. I'm just.
There's
at
been more
a loss,
legislation.
and I'm
There's been more legislation to benefit Israel in Congress than our own country. And a lot of it is because accelerationists think that the end of the world has to happen faster than what it's going on now. They want the end of the world to happen, which
Right.
is so insane to me. Like, it is some straight up dystopian Mad Max shit that there's people on the periphery that want the
That
end of the world to happen.
want Mad Max to happen.
That want the end of the world to happen as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Some of them just so they can murder and rape. The white supremacists that are
I remember
that Scott Payne's thing.
I
That
remember.
terrifies me.
Yeah,
It scares me so much.
me too. That's baby boom bobo levels of do not want.
Who I thought that Cormac McCarthy's book, The Road,
Oh,
was
yeah,
it was like, no way, those are real fucking people.
Yeah.
There's real people that just want to rape, murder, and,
Ravagers.
and eat you.
Yeah, right. And if you're lucky, in that order,
Yeah.
which is favorite quote from Firefly, but holds very fucking true.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so fucking crazy, dude.
So, did you know that it was the 24th year of September 11th?
I did.
Well, I mean,
Well,
it's,
recently.
it's been billions of years of September
Yeah.
11th. If we're going, but since September 11th, 2001, and the fucking vice president doesn't go to the memorial. Instead, he goes to go see Charlie Kirk. People bitching and complaining,
and then he do like
and then he did his podcast.
he did the podcast.
Fuck you.
Dude, that memorial was so weird. It was so
I only
weird.
watched clips. I couldn't take it.
It was like a huge commercial.
I love that there were no like childhood friends, no
Yeah.
no people who actually knew him. It was all like conglomerates and big name politicians and shit like that. It's like, you dude, he was a fucking sports announcer, but not for the team, you know? Like he was a cog in the machine, but people who knew him are staying 10 feet away from
Well,
him.
there's a power vacuum because that Turning Point is like a brand, right? And his wife is going to take over.
Yeah.
And knowing that group, that group, conservative men are not going to take a woman seriously.
Which is fucking stupid, but yes,
So
I get it.
There's people that are vying to get that spot.
I found this picture online of his wife from a while ago. I added the comment on top, but I think it basically says exactly how I feel about that family. She is dressed in an American flag dress in a kitchen, holding an AR and grabbing different sized ammo from a mixing bowl, showing that she is a submissive, good housewife, but still can hold a gun that she can't fire that bullet out of.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get what people like give a shit about this.
I don't either. I really fucking don't.
I was reading about like there are a big reason why Charlie Kirk ended up getting a lot of money was because there's a family. I think it's like the Dunn Institute.
Oh yeah,
They're the ones that funded him. Like that's how he got his start. It was a family that gave him money. It's because Charlie Kirk was good at collecting funds quickly. They essentially told him like, give us $25,000, and he was able to come up with it quickly. So they decided to invest in him. They saw him.
Shit.
They essentially, like, the guy's a millionaire. He's not making all that money from YouTube. He's making money because people, like, all of these think tanks and institutes are investing in him because he's a good propaganda machine.
Yeah, definitely.
People don't want to hear that, but I mean, like, that's exactly what he is he's, he started his shtick, going to college campuses and talking to them. And it's the way that media works is he talks to you for hours and he cuts it down to a few minute clips.
Yes.
And he shows himself like the world's as big as he wants it to be. And he shows what he wants you to see. He takes his zingers and that's how he makes his money. And it's paid for by these institutes.
Yeah.
They pay for him to travel around and do these
Because
things.
they're using him as a puppet already.
Yeah, dude, they paraded his. Like, I feel bad. Like, his kids didn't get like a real memorial. I kind of feel
Right?
bad. I do feel bad for the wife a little bit. Like, that's like So it was very weird because she said that essentially like everybody should stand down and we shouldn't do anything and we should be back together. That's what Charlie would want. It's like, oh shit, okay, it's a non-violent way out of this.
Yeah.
Like, let's be better and let's not do this. And then Trump fucking turned it up to 11 and said, I don't agree with Charlie. I
Yep.
hate my enemies. I
Yeah.
want them all to die. I want them to be punished. Stephen Miller said,
Stephen
essentially like
God, he's a piece of shit.
he was like essentially like quoting Goebbels
oh,
in his
I have
chat.
it right here. He wasn't essentially saying shit. You ready for this?
Back a little bit of my time. A direct quote from Joseph Goebbels. It is the absolute right of the state to supervise the formation of public opinion And I think that may be what we're discussing here and yield back.
They got to pale water.
Gentleman yields back.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't it
What
fucking-
the fuck?
Like at this point, like they're just doing it. It almost feels like it's trolling.
Like, it feels that way 100%.
Yeah.
It feels like they're like, dude, how far can we? It feels like South Park, where South Park's like, come on, try and cancel us. We're gonna push this envelope to the nth degree. But South Park is clever, funny, and poignant. These fuckers are like the bullies on the elementary school playgrounds who just keep poking and poking and poking, and they want that backlash because then they can go, see,
Yeah.
we were right the whole time.
Like the ICE just released a video of them playing Pokemon, collect the whole set.
Oh, I didn't see
They
that.
literally they did a Pokemon, like this is the federal government released
Oh.
ICE to a Pokemon song of you got to collect them all. Like that was released. That's so fucking evil. It's so fucking evil. And the reason that they're doing that is just to get like this reaction. It's fucking they
because
want
they're trying to get us.
they want to own the libs.
right.
They literally are gonna meme themselves into fascism.
Oh, dude, they're way past that. Way past that. We're already there. We're already there. The problem is that there are people who aren't paying attention, and there are people who still want to fight back against it. And
Now, if
like
fight
you
back
said
against it-
last year, America's too big to corral into a overnight change.
yeah,
It's got to wear them down, dude. That's fascism. That's the first page. First page. There's a sign at the American Holocaust Museum. There's a big wall mural.
I posted that.
Oh, was that you? Thank you for doing that. And it said, like here are the stages, and here's the things to look out for fascism, so it never happens again.
Yeah, and that was put up in 2003, and it's still like it's literally it's a list of everything that they're doing. It's just
It's a playbook, dude.
Yeah,
It's a fucking cheat sheet. It's a fucking video game walkthrough.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. It sucks that like this is all that we're talking about.
It is, but
does.
but
But it's important. I know.
if you and I have mentioned many times that it's like, this is a journal, this is our therapy, this is, something to look back on, hopefully, knock on fucking wood. This is a time capsule. Like I can't tell you how many times I've watched a shitty B movie during the 80s and just gone, oh my God, they're not trying to gloss New York City. This is the true New York City, because they couldn't afford to fucking make it glossy.
But it's
But
also
that's a time
possible that
capsule.
like Palantir could read this, and this is why we get thrown into a prison,
Yeah, definitely.
which is fucking
And
crazy.
how
as shit.
fucking insane is that?
It's fucking insane.
That they're fighting for the exact same rule that we are using. They're fighting for the amendment, for the first fucking amendment. And it's the first one. I heard one of the comedy guys on YouTube say this, but it's so goddamn on the ball. How can you stand for any amendments if you can't get past reading the first one?
I know. It is funny that like the first line of the First Amendment is literally saying that you will respect no single religion. Yet they'll sit there and try and convince you that this is a Christian nation.
Yeah.
And they only wanted white supremacy, and it's so fucking crazy, dude.
Dude, like Georgia right now, Texas, all these fucking southern states, and it's not just southern states, it's everywhere, but these teachers getting fired left and right for saying you are welcome in my classroom. Everyone is welcome in my classroom. Or for saying, no, I am not going to hang the 10 Commandments in my classroom. I have no problem if you hang the 10 Commandments. My problem is if you have a problem with me hanging every other fucking religion or spirituality or sociology or philosophy. Because if I have one, you're goddamn right, I'm going to have all of them. You're not going to tell me I can just do one.
Yeah, I did see today there was a, because in, what is it? I think Oklahoma, they're required to have like a Trump Bible in every classroom now.
Dear God.
And
You mean the ones that are made in China?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it's missing the parts of the Constitution that say that that talk about slavery. It's missing it because they want to get rid of it.
Oh yeah, they've already gone through the Smithsonian to like cull things they don't like about history. Slavery happened. Very fucking real. They're trying to do it again, by the way, and it's perversely obvious.
So yeah, that's a Peter Thiel thing. Peter Thiel and what's his name?
Curtis Yarvin.
Curtis Yarvin, where they want to legalize, where you can sell your body as a slave.
Yeah. Well, I mean, fucking RFK wants to do it for anyone on SSRIs, anyone on any kind of mental drug that helps level you out or keeps you calm or things. Fucking Adderall. And they want to send people to a fucking farm to work it out of your system. They said right in the beginning, said go spend time on a farm for a couple years. Get it out of your system. It'll do you good. And this was before ICE was rounding people up, but everyone was like, you're going to get rid of all the illegals, and then you're going to make people on medication go work these jobs in servitude, and you're going to kill off anyone who denies this, and then of course you're going to kill off any of the mentally challenged or things like that, which is why they were trying to fucking get them all on a goddamn list, which is fucking horrendous. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so.
I mean, they're not killing anybody yet, but,
Yeah,
but the word is yet. Like the fact that we're even having this conversation is so fucking crazy.
And
Like I'm thinking in my head, I'm rationalizing in my head, they're only going to put us in work camps to work. Arbeit macht frei.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're having this fucking conversation.
So again, I want to say this to you. I don't give a fuck if anyone else. To you, if I'm wrong, make fun of me, fucking poke me in the eye, laugh at me. I'll laugh at this with you. I will be the butt of your joke, fucking forever. I don't think I'm wrong, and I'm a little tired of saying this exact same thing for a year now. I remember having conversations on the phone with my dad last September.
what does he say now?
I don't know, because he doesn't really like talking politics, because like sometimes he's.
Does it because he'd have to admit that he's wrong?
I honestly think
And because
so.
his brain goes immediately to, what is it? When politics have turned not into politics, but identity. And when you talk about somebody's political affiliation, now you're talking about their identity.
About who they are.
And that part of your brain literally shuts down and goes into fight or flight mode.
Yeah.
It is was that like the fast thinking versus slow thinking?
Is that the definition? Is that the name for it? Fast thinking versus slow thinking?
Daniel Kahneman was he was either an economist or he was a psychologist, but he's the one that like essentially like if you can beat something in your head where it can switch over from slow thinking to fast thinking, that's when it's locked in. Like when you ride a bike for the first time,
Okay.
that's slow thinking.
Yeah.
But if you do it enough, you don't have to think about riding a bike anymore. Your body just does it.
Mental muscle memory.
Yeah. And so politics and your political identity goes from slow thinking to fast thinking.
Okay.
I feel like my brain is a little bit more plastic because I used to be conservative and I used to vote Republican and I switched and I went through all of that. So I feel like I can, not that I'm immune, but like I've literally been on both sides. Like I hear a lot of people like, I voted whoever I think is the best person. Like those are fucking liars. Those are fucking liars. Nobody looks at the thing and goes like, I'm going to read about like they didn't exist. Like knowing what the person's policy were. Not until recently online
That's
did you even
true.
have a thing where you can actually find
It
out
was
what
hard
they
as
did.
shit to find that
Yeah.
stuff.
Nobody was picking the quote unquote picking the best option. Those people are fucking liars.
Yeah, I agree.
Those are the same people that
Or-
say that, or the people who like they look at like a crowd of people. Like if there's a guy who's like obviously a black guy, you're like, well, who is it? And they're like, oh, well, I don't know. He's wearing a yellow shirt. Well, you mean the black guy? Well, I didn't look at his color. Like motherfucker, the guys who say that are the most racist motherfuckers.
Agreed.
What do you mean you don't? Like that's obviously
You should
like
see color, motherfucker.
like that's you're describing somebody.
Yeah, you're just-
I didn't see color, dude. You are
No.
so racist.
Yeah.
You were so racist.
Agreed.
Always those people.
Oh fuck! I totally lost my train of thought. But yeah. No, you're exactly right. Or are they? These are the same people who also vote on one topic, and then every other topic it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. Well, now, again, like when I was like way more conservative, like super Second Amendment, like I always thought the Second Amendment guys would always come out of the woodwork.
Where?
None.
Where are they?
Yeah, literally when the government, yeah, where are they? I always thought like the Christians would be the moral side of this.
Oh yeah,
no
did you see
fucking
some
way.
fucking priest got his dome punched in by the fucking ICE this past week?
No.
A couple days ago on Sunday, there was a protest at the Chicago ICE. The politician who was running something.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, she got thrown by fucking ICE, and like this woman who was literally just standing up for
I
her
saw
right
that.
gets maced in the face, gets punched, gets fucking thrown all over the place, and a fucking priest gets decked in the fucking dome.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, how are you
all masked?
How are
all masked?
Yeah, oh yeah, right. How are you thinking you are on the right side of history by this? And outside of that, if you're not behind those masks, how are you justifying it that they're doing a good job? How do you live with yourself without going, maybe I should fucking read a little bit more or look into this instead of just listening to what someone tells me? Like, how is that a mentality to have, just to go, I'm being told the information from one source, so that's the fucking fact?
This is the source that I like. Yeah,
Why,
I know.
why don't you question? Why is that not a defining fucking core value?
We live in a post fact world. You can literally get whatever answer you want now.
So what designates truth?
It's whatever you want.
Well, that's fucked up. So
It absolutely is.
how do you define it then? How do you rationalize it?
I mean, whenever like America used to be more of a monoculture. Like everybody used to watch the same shit.
Oh, yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
kind of agreed with the same things. Everybody watched Jack and Diane. Everybody watched The Simpsons. Everybody did all the same things. And now it's such a fractured culture. People are just finding their own truth wherever they can get it. And they're going to, whatever truth gives them their little splash of serotonin for their brain, that's what they're going to go with.
Well,
And I don't really know how we're going to go beyond that unless there's going to be like some sort of fucking AI robot overlord that's going to tell you what the truth is.
yeah. I mean, I kind of get the mindset because this is like, having friends online or having a relationship online versus in real life. And people would always say, well, those aren't your real friends. They're online. It's like, well, why is that different? Like, I never understood the difference between that. Like, if I'm spending the same amount of time, I'm possibly spending more time online with friends than I do in real
I
life.
guess it would depend on what like quality,
Yeah.
like the people who are the people who are gonna actually touch you and give you a hug when you're. in your
But
bad times.
does that matter more than what if I'm on a video game where like I played WoW for a long time, right? And before that, dude, you and I grew up on chat rooms, and I fell into chat rooms. I would meet people, and not for like weird things, but literally I would meet people that I would eventually call friends. And sometimes the physicality wasn't as important as being able to just fucking talk or listen or just be there, even if it's remotely. Like, what's the difference between a flesh and blood friend and a friend that's ones and zeros if it feels the exact same?
Well, I'd say like our monkey brains were designed to have particular social interactions. And like the other ones aren't. I just don't think that the depth is really there.
But I think it all depends on how much depth you
Now,
contribute.
but if you are looking for something, for example, when chat rooms started getting really big, one of the things that people are talking about, I actually have a great book about this, or it wasn't the whole book was about it, but like one of the chapters was, the gay communities all over America. Like if you were from a small town, you were like the one gay guy in a town.
Yeah.
Like-
or the one that was out because That's not true. There were hundreds.
But I mean, like you wouldn't know. Like if you
Correct.
lived in a town with 200 people,
Correct.
like there's a good chance like there's only going to be like 1 or 2 of you, and who knows what the age is going to be or whatever. I don't know, 10%. But you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
there's not going to be
I
a
hear
lot.
you.
They're not
I hear
all
you.
going to be out. But when chat rooms became a big thing, like people could actually talk to each other and
exactly.
and like actually figure that stuff out. So like there was a common like an identity that they were allowed to have.
Themselves. They were
Themselves.
allowed to be themselves.
They're allowed to be themselves. They're allowed to actually have, you know, talk about issues that they had that other people didn't have.
Yeah.
You know, and I see like there was something like really awesome and rich and really enriching about that. I could see like people who are more introverted and like felt like they could. Oh man, there was a great documentary about a kid who he was like literally paralyzed, and he could only I think it was nominated for Academy Award. He could only play video games and that was it. And like he literally existed in playing WoW for like 10 or 15 years. And they just thought he like lived this horrible, sad life. And then when he passed away, they went online and found out that he was a fucking legend. And it was really eye-opening. It was really cool. You should watch the documentary. I'll have to point it out to you.
I'm going to look it up right now.
It is very good. Like he lived a whole great life. And, you know, and they had common interests and they kind of lived
Yeah.
that. But like, you know, like we're suburban kids and we had suburban kid problems and, you know, we didn't have to go very far to chat. So so our group of friends is great. And, you know, but I like meeting them in person if I can, but like, if you don't have that opportunity, I totally understand.
But I mean, even if you do have the opportunity, I don't see the difference. Like, I think having both are extremely valid.
I guess I'm only seeing this through my own eyes. Like
We all do, right?
I don't feel like I've had to go really far to find people who have the same likes as mine. And maybe I'm a vanilla person is really what it is. Like I like Star Wars. Everybody likes Star Wars. I'm a white kid. There's lots of white kids.
In
I like
1994,
football.
did everyone like Star Wars? I remember being fucking laughed at for liking Star Wars. I had a
Yeah, but
Star
we-
Wars book. And
Yeah, but
people-
you didn't have to go very far. You could throw a stone and hit 5 or 6 people who like Star Wars.
I knew 2 kids in elementary school. 2.
I don't know. I have like siblings. We all
Right.
love Star Wars.
Okay, I was only
everybody.
child.
I knew people who liked Star Wars in grade school, junior high, high school.
Now
Wasn't
Star
talked about as much, but
right, and Star Wars is a little more ubiquitous. Now let's talk about.
like
being-
anime. Like you, I could
God,
totally see
okay.
you. I didn't give 2 squirts of piss about anime.
Yeah.
I was interested with how interested you were in it, but like, you know, it's not. I didn't have to like go to a mall where they didn't speak English or anything like that to get into it. Like animes,
And
so
even then it was fucking thin.
yeah, it was really thin. So I could see like if you got used to going to those places to have conversations about.
Yeah,
Like I can't imagine like me watching like One Punch Man and being like, this is fucking cool, and having nobody to talk to it about.
and not being able to find anything else like it. Like you couldn't go online and dig shit up about it. You couldn't
Yeah.
learn about it. So yeah, being able to find someone who knew about it to begin with, it was like, oh my God, like I'm not alone.
But like I guess where I'm going with this is like you've created neural pathways that direct you towards the internet to find camaraderie.
Very true.
I don't. Like I don't see that online.
Okay, so that's a super an interesting topic. I know that we had topics to go into, but this is like really
I'm fine talking
compelling.
about something else other than being fucking really awful.
We had a lot of like negativity on the
I
list.
know.
I think this is really compelling because I think you and I have had this argument for fucking years. I've always found solace in talking to strangers or seemingly strangers.
And I'll do that too.
yeah,
I mean,
but like they become more than that.
it's usually surface stuff with me. I'll rarely.
See, I've talked about real heavy shit.
I could do that too. But I know that like those are all fleeting moments, and I'll often, especially if I don't know them, like if I could act a certain way, and maybe this is me being disingenuous, but like if I can act a certain way or say a certain thing to make somebody's day a little bit brighter, I will do it. If I have to be on stage a little bit to make the person working the cash register smile, I'll do it.
Same,
But
same.
like I'm not expecting to like cook them a meal at their house. I'm not expecting to get invited to the barbecue.
True. I've driven to different states to meet people that I've met online.
I would never do that.
Yeah, and it was like I'll admit some of them were a little like, huh. All right, I'm gonna go home. Like this was fine. Our relationship is better online, but some of them came out to be pretty fucking good people.
Yeah.
And what I'm getting to with all of this is my shit is all surface level for the most part. The shit that I did on online communities, whether it be chat rooms or MUDs or fucking video games like WoW or whatever else, is I got to make friends in it, but really, what about the people who like had something serious to fucking talk about?
How often
Not-
did that happen?
Well, I mean, what I'm saying is like not me, okay? But like my mom was a support group head of adult survivors of childhood sexual abuse.
Was he like right there? And this goes to like people who are gay.
Exactly.
Like
That's
when
what
it
I'm
came
coming back to.
when it came to identity, and if you identified as somebody who was
Right.
who was a survivor of sexual
Or drug abuse.
drug abuse
whatever.
or whatever, yeah.
It's an identity.
yeah, you know, and I guess like there was like a Vietnam children of Vietnam veterans.
Oh.
There was like a group on Facebook. It got a little overbearing a little after a while, but like I remember first reading it and being like, "Fuck, these people like
They get it.
all had crazy fucking dad too, Who was an
Right.
insane person." And so
Is
and
that
there
on
was
the flag?
Yeah, no, it should have been. But there was like it was something comforting about reading that to know that like your childhood wasn't like I wasn't the only person hiding in a closet with my family because my dad was destroying the house.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't. There was a lot of people going through that.
That's a sobering memory. Because that happened. But knowing that someone else has gone through something like that, that's why I said, like, you know, when I got diagnosed with all my bullshit, it's like, well, that was one of the best days of my life. Because now I understand. Now there's a fucking reason. Now there's a fucking bullet point list that I can go, okay, this is why I didn't do fucking good in school. This is why I didn't do good with authority. This is why I got fucking bored with every goddamn thing. And I just thought I was a fucking loser. And I just thought like I was like this like fucking guy who's going to go through life with just that I was fucked up. And literally, if you understand where this shit's coming from, you know how to start to work with it. And if you understand that there's other people with your fucking surface level anime, you know, likes, or something deeper like childhood fucking trauma by growing up with parents who are a little more fucking off kilter than they should have been, you start to go, hold on, I'm not alone. And it feels fucking amazing. And I'm going to speak for you and tell me to shut the fuck up if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But meeting another veteran, you automatically have a connection
Yes.
with that person that you can't. with
Especially if they were
civilians.
my war,
Right.
Even more. Especially if it was like in my time.
Okay.
And then you
Which
don't-
makes sense because
Yeah.
your time is that. Even though you guys shared similarities of different wars.
Like somebody who was in Iraq in 2003 was so much different from somebody in 2004 or even 2005.
Oh my God, that drastic, huh?
The invasion force, the invasion guys in 2003. I tell people shit like they lived in the world that I built for them. You know, that sounds like arrogant and like shitty, but like a lot of the other veterans will talk about like the burn pits.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all
yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff. I don't have those. I'm the guy who put the burn pits there,
Oh,
or I'm the
okay,
guy
yeah,
who
yeah,
like
yeah.
had the collected shit. Like I'm the guy. Like I was there when before the place where you were at got built. I was there when it was just a mud river, like ancient mud riverbed
That is fucking
in a
different.
tent, and there's bullet holes
It's just
everywhere,
one
and there's
fucking year difference.
and just and explosives all over the place. Like we had to
that's right.
like build the world that they lived in, so it was different. So like yeah, like I'm talking like a 2003 guy versus like a 2004 guy.
That's
It's such a
fucking
different world.
insane. I found the documentary, by the way, The Remarkable Life of Ibelin.
Yeah, yeah, yes, great
I'm
documentary.
screenshotting it right now, and I'll add the notes to the
Yeah,
show notes.
But no, you're right. It's, I don't know, having something where you have that in common. And I wonder, like, because you didn't have any, like, brothers or sisters or something, like, if, like, you reached out more than, say, somebody who did have brothers or sisters.
I think being an only child is a double-edged sword, because not only are you completely okay with being alone all the time, you also don't have the human connection as much. Like, I work from home almost all the time, right? Fucking happy with it. I am terrified of thinking of going to a job where there's other people there. Like, that shit breaks me down. That would unhinge me. But at the same time, some days I have to go out to Starbucks to get out of my fucking aloneness, but I don't want to talk to anyone there. But just being around another human is like, okay. So it's that double-edged sword, but there will be days where, like, I can sit at home. Like, let's say Andy goes on vacation. Like, she just went on vacation with her family, like, a couple weeks ago to go see family, right? She was away for 2.5 days. I just sat at home. It was fucking great. I didn't need anything else. Like, the thought didn't even enter my head of, like, oh, maybe I should go out and do this thing. It's like, no, fucking, like, I'm fine. I'll make dinner. No one's here. I'm okay. Totally okay. It didn't even fucking enter my brain. But then when she comes back, I get all excited because someone's home. So having the need and the complete okayness at the same time is a very weird dichotomy. But I don't know of anything else. You know, I don't know what it was like to grow up with siblings. And the backside of this is I don't have anyone now that I can just go, fuck, remember when that happened? And you don't even have to say, remember when that happened. You just look at each other and go, mm-hmm.
I am.
No, you and me are. Abso-fucking-lutely. You are that for me.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, seriously, you are. But I didn't have you before high school. I didn't know you for 14 years.
Yeah.
You had that with your brothers, for good or for worse. You know, as close as I got to that is I have my cousins, and I'm just starting to reconnect with them now. So it's really fucking cool to sit down with them and just go, hey, remember when we were 3? I was like, yeah, holy shit, I do remember that. Like, I never thought about it in that forever, but I didn't know what that was like.
So maybe you do have a memory. You just need somebody to jog it with.
Yeah, so I'm in therapy right now where I'm actually working on that.
Interesting.
I do have memories, but like if I try to remember something, it just blacks out. Like I can remember where 2 of my lockers were in high school. Who was I talking to recently who remembered their fucking spin codes, their locker code numbers? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I'm just remembering where one of my lockers was. That's crazy to me. So, but yeah, that's what we're going through in therapy right now is like,
Wasn't yours 31333?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think yours was 31333.
My code?
Yeah. Yours was memorable because it was like when you were allowed to chew gum.
Oh God, I remember this now.
When you're allowed to have sex with a girl.
Oh, that was 33.
Yeah, 13 is when you're allowed to chew gum.
No, 3 was when I was allowed to chew
Or 3 was when you're allowed, no.
You fucking Mormon child.
No. Yeah, I think yours was 31333.
Jesus Christ.
Or maybe 31833.
Oh, you know what? That kind of makes more sense because it was like gum, cigarettes, sex.
Yeah.
That was my mom's rule.
Yeah. I remember you saying it was your mom's rule.
I wasn't allowed to have sex
Easy to
until I was
remember.
33.
Kinda really weird that I know these things. And I remember like when you turned 33, I remember being all excited. I texted you. I was like, you can have sex now.
Thank God.
Thank God.
It's been a rough life.
I haven't come in 1,000 years. I would have thought that a roasted doji would have been about you turning 33.
Dude, the worst part about that quote right there, that's our quote. That's not in the fucking movie.
What?
I went back and rewatched it because I wanted to take like a soundbite of it.
Shut up.
Doesn't fucking exist. I was so pissed.
Shut up.
So pissed.
What?
Yeah, it was something like, I haven't
just-
been with a woman in 3,000 years and finally I'm like releasing or something like that. I was like, this is so stupid.
Oh, Did we? Is that our own?
That was our own concoction of it, man.
Oh,
I was
man.
so pissed because I wanted that soundbite for your ringtone. I was like, fuck it.
that was the very first anime. Well, no,
That was the first one. I am sorry.
no. I think
Jesus.
it might have been like it was a vampire. It was a vampire one.
Vampire Hunter D.
I think Vampire Hunter D was the very
Fuck
first one I
yeah.
watched. It was like 1986 or something like that.
Oh, really?
yeah. Wait, was there ever a Vampire Hunter D that was like Oh, hold on. There was a vampire one. There was a second one I watched. The first one I
There's a
watched.
sequel?
The first one I watched was like an anime version of Jack and the Beanstalk.
Oh, I remember all those.
There's
yeah.
a Jack and the Beanstalk, the vampire one, and then I watched the Roasted Doji. And I remember
That's
thinking like,
such a fucked up
how is
translation.
this thing? And I guess technically also the it was the anime, and they were like multicolored cats that all turned into a robot.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm looking in that direction. I'm trying to like think about what the fuck you're talking about. Oh, are you talking about Voltron?
Voltron.
Oh,
Voltron is
okay.
technically
Yeah.
anime
The
as
robots.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't gonna poo-poo the idea of just real cats turning into a robot.
I'm gonna turn
I was
into a
like,
robot cat.
Okay, that actually makes sense in anime. So why is there a bear here?
Yeah.
Let's just go with it.
Yeah.
That's kind of been my MO for how I watch anime, where it's like the weirder shit when it happens. I'm just like, all right, next. Like, good.
That makes sense.
I understand the rules now.
This tracks.
Yeah. There was a show on 2 seasons ago about a girl who goes to high school and she has deer antlers out of her head, not like holding them, but
Like Sweet Tooth?
yeah. But like she's part deer and she does all these like deer jokes. Like
Oh dear.
yeah, like pun shit. And no one thinks of her as different. It's just, that's her. She's part deer. And then the deers just show up all around town. And like at first it's like, okay, this is a little weird, but you never go,
Are there
what
actual
the fuck
deer?
is going on?
Are there actual deer?
Yeah, there's that there and there's that.
So it's like a thing with like there's like Pluto and Goofy.
Dude, someone broke this down for me. And it really made sense, and I don't remember what the argument was. Someone broke this down. Holy shit, I don't remember.
Where they explained the difference in between why Goofy's Goofy and why Pluto's Pluto.
Yeah.
Was it because there were two separate characters?
Well, no, fucker. I mean, that's obvious, but
No, I mean like for two different universes that came together.
no, they were
Always
they were-
Disney.
Yeah, both were Disney.
And Pistol Pete was
Same as Goofy.
same as Goofy.
Yeah.
There's a whole.
And then the sons were Max and fuck, what was his name? Jimmy?
I don't remember
Jamie?
Max.
Max is Goofy's son.
Yeah, there was another one.
Well, and then Pete's son, who's the little fat guy.
Yes, yeah.
But he had the heart of gold. He was like the sweetheart.
Yes.
I'm forgetting his name, but I loved him until
A Goofy
he, like,
movie.
huh?
A Goofy movie.
Dude, a Goofy movie was fucking flawless. It was fucking flawless. I watched it recently too, and I'm like, holy shit!
Still good?
I hate how good this holds up.
That may be one of my favorite renditions of Sasquatch. Also,
Who there? Who there? I like when he's just laying on, dude. Okay, that whole scene with him like licking the can of like SpaghettiOs or beans, whatever he is, he's just having the best time of his life, laying on the car, sleeping. Oh my god, I'm so glad they didn't like over commercialize that the way they do with like Minions, because they would have been so easy to.
yeah, I know. I hate Minions.
Dude, I despise anything like that. Anything you overdo like that automatically kills it for me.
I know. I feel like they're like really talking down to people. Like, this is swill for you fucking morons.
Yes, absolutely. Now I understand kids are different. Kids will laugh at fart jokes.
Yes. So will we.
So I'm sorry, terrible fucking analogy. But yeah, like kids are gonna laugh at doorknobs. Kids are gonna laugh at fucking whatever, and that's fine. That's fine. But I think anyone over the age of maybe like 8 or 9, like come the fuck on. It's the time to start having a personality.
Yeah.
And it's just like that is like the lowest common denominator shit, and it's so cringy when I see adults getting into that. And please know that I am not yucking someone's yum. If you
Yeah.
fucking love that, that's awesome. It really is. But it's just like, really?
It's kind of the equivalent of like somebody who kept liking Beavis and Butthead, kind of. It's
Like unironically or
Yeah.
not seeing the cracks form.
yeah.
Because Beavis and Butthead, I will say the newest movie, kind of upset by how good it was.
There was another movie.
Yeah, so
I have no urge to watch that ever.
yeah, so I didn't either. I had no give a shit whatsoever, and then I watched it. I was like,
The first movie they did was really good.
yeah.
I thought the movie was better than any of the shows.
Because it was a story, John.
It was amazing.
They had a fucking
And
plot.
The soundtrack was amazing.
The soundtrack was out of this world.
yeah.
Beavis and Butthead movie.
The scene where they're licking toads. I'm thinking
God,
this
yeah,
is
that's
like one of the
true.
most amazing things.
Beavis and Butthead do the universe.
Oh yes, I did hear about that.
Yeah, it was better than I was expecting it to be. Now, granted, I went in with zero expectations, kind of like Bill and Ted's Part 3.
I like that actually.
I did too, because I went in with no expectations.
Yes.
I think if I would have gone into it going, I love Part 1 so much, I love Part 2 so much, this is going to be the best one, it would have taken a nosedive.
Yeah.
But I went in going,
Well, the whole time I was thinking, like, how are they going to pull this off? Because they've been talking about how they were going to get huge forever and ever. And I think that when they have the kid, like technically, well, it was your kids who did it, not you.
yeah,
And that made so much sense.
I loved
and I
it.
thought that was really clever.
I did too.
Yeah. It's like, usually the nepotism thing was silly, but like they actually did a really good job because it made sense. It made total sense and it worked. And I didn't mind the Coming to America.
I had problems with it.
I liked Coming to America. There was a lot of stuff where it was like nudge, nudge, wink, wink. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was a little bit. Matrix 4, I despised.
This is where you and I just
Dude.
disagree wholeheartedly.
It was so awful.
I
Like
thought it was wonderful.
it was like you told somebody what it's like somebody explained what meta modernism was to them. And they're like, I get it. And they totally didn't get it at all.
See, I think they did, and the issue that I think a lot of people missed was that they went one step further to become what people were not expecting it to be.
I do not think it was 5D chess.
Oh, I definitely think it was.
No, they really, the acting was awful.
The acting was bad.
The
but I think I think the
story
acting was on
was-
purposely bad.
No, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God, no way.
I honestly think it was a giant fuck you to the Hollywood system.
No, because I'm sorry, but the Wachowski sisters
Yeah.
are
Dude, don't say a lie like that.
I'm saying it.
They're-
So I'm
they're-
saying it correctly.
Okay,
The Wachowski
okay.
sisters are not that great of directors. They're not. They did some really. They are like the M. Night Shyamalan of action. Like, wow, your first go at it was amazing, and you've been just trying to keep up ever since.
What about Speed Racer?
It was not that great. It was not that great.
They were trying to homage a 1960s cartoon
Don't
that
care.
sucked.
Like
They made it
I think
compelling.
it as far as like that genre and the way that it was done, 300. What's his name? Snyder. Snyder does it way better than them.
Well, yeah, but
That
that's,
style
that's
of like
different.
the
It's-
full the green screen world,
you're talking about like the effects side.
the
of it.
effects, the
Okay.
stylized.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll fucking give you that.
Snyder was the king, and 300 was the best of it. There were some other really shitty ones, but like they were great, and they were just trying to chase being good again.
See, first Matrix, I think we can both agree, was
And it
beautiful.
progressively got worse.
Yes. And I think the reason it progressively got worse is because everyone said, here's more money, do more of that cool thing with the bendy thing, instead of saying, now tell a better story. Because Matrix was 5D chess. It was bringing in existentialism. It was bringing in all these philosophical conversations.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you just watched it going, it was a cool action movie, you missed the fucking best part. The best part of the whole fucking series is the thing that never is said on the screen.
Yes. But it got really bad, and then they had to explain instead of show.
Yo.
And
Agreed.
dude, when you have to show scenes from other movies constantly instead of like actually showing it in a new world in a new style, you fucking suck. That's all that it was. They just kept going back to it. I'm like, dude, this is like it's amateur hour. It was awful.
Yeah.
What was
But I liked 4. But I also really like Sense8. That was their TV show.
I didn't watch that.
I fucking loved it. It is an extreme slow burn. It's only 2 seasons in a movie, and the movie like wraps it up way too fast.
I think like probably the king awful one was Big Lebowski 2. Was so fucking awful. And it was technically a prequel. It was like a side shoot.
Was this real?
Yeah.
Holy shit! I heard about it.
Yeah, it was
I thought it was a joke.
No, it was the John Turturro was allowed to do like the Jesus's story. Heather and I couldn't even finish it. It was so bad. I remember just looking at her. I was just like, let's watch something else.
Why?
We paid like $20 to like rent it online, and we couldn't even finish it. It was so bad.
Oh my god!
Like John Turturro should know better. It was gross.
Did he direct it?
I think he did.
Oh,
It was bad, dude. It was so bad.
I mean, usually not just because you're a fucking name and you can act well doesn't mean you're a good director.
That dude, it was dog shit.
Fuck.
And then close after that for second worst was the Happy Gilmore 2 that recently came out.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Dude.
did we talk about this?
I don't know. It
Okay,
was
so Andy and I
fucking
watched
bad.
it.
Dude. Again, like if you're playing constant clips from the other thing to try and
Yeah,
prove it, it's
yeah.
like stop.
So
Show me from now.
I had rules going into it. Mental Jason, chip on the shoulder.
Dude, they had to include every fucking character that's still alive. They threw in some dumb way.
I hated it.
It was
I hated that.
so fucking awful.
I hated that. And then the
I've
fucking
never
son of
seen
the construction worker.
Dude,
and-
I've never seen so like fan service ruin a movie like that in my entire life.
dude, it was the perpetual anime beach scene. It was like in anime, there's always like a beach episode where everyone just gets down in their underwear, and that's like the fan service where everyone's like beaten off, like that's the episode we want, and blah blah. And it's always the fucking worst episode. It's the fucking most terrible thing. So that was the perpetual anime beach episode. It was like I don't want to watch it. I want to get past it. I want to pretend it never happened. However, I went in with a checklist, and the checklist had to be, you can. Since the main girl was not in the second one, like she died, right, in the story, he cannot find love. And if he finds love, fuck it, I'm out. Like you missed the fucking point of the character arc. And he doesn't. And I thought that was great. And I will say there are parts of it that I unexpectedly enjoyed. I do not say this saying it's a good movie. I'm saying this in the fact that it's like, oh my God, you took me out of my brain for an hour and a half. Oh, hold on. You took me out of my brain for 40 minutes and then the rest of the movie happened. Because the first act, I was actually down for. And then it just progressively got worse. And
The first act
worse
was good.
and worse.
The first act was good, and I was like, well, we're going to take this.
It felt
And
real.
Yeah, and then it got really bad. I will say, the one thing that really shocked me, and I didn't think was going to happen, was I found out there was a Sandler that was worse than Adam Sandler at acting.
The daughter?
Oh, she is so... Like, wow, you're really, like...
I mean, they're...
Dude, Adam Sandler wants to put all of his friends in the movie, and his daughter wanted to be in there.
But-
And she was not great.
Doesn't matter. They're having fucking fun. Netflix is throwing money at him to make a movie.
God, it was so
And he
bad.
goes, well, I'm going to make Happy Gilmore 2. He goes, they're like, okay, well, I'm going to have all my friends and family in it. They're like, we don't give a shit. He's like,
These
"Dude,
morons
I would do
don't
the same
care.
fucking thing.
I know. I watched it mostly because I really liked the first one, and I'm
I
like,
wouldn't
all right.
want. I'd want to make a movie with you. I'd have a movie with my dad, and the end credits just sitting on the fucking front porch.
I wouldn't allow that to happen.
What?
I'd be like, I'm not gonna be in that shit.
Yes, you would. In a fucking
No
heartbeat.
Are you
would.
kidding me? Yeah. If I need to pay rent,
No bullshit. You would do it just for the shits and giggles.
no fucking way.
Yes, you would.
I would never do that Adam Sandler shit.
I
would
didn't say
never.
Adam Sandler. I
That's
said buy.
what it is.
Would I make if I made a movie?
I would
Someone
never
throw
do
money
it.
at me.
I would never do it.
Get the fuck out.
I wouldn't do, dude. Those people should have their own fucking money. Like, dude, they got no fucking. Adam Sandler literally just makes crap movies
Yeah.
to put money in their accounts.
Yes.
So they can continue to make way more money than I will in one movie than I will in my whole life.
Yeah.
And
What-
it's fucking, and I don't want to watch it because
No,
it's crap.
I'm not saying that.
They're not making anything good.
I agree. Uncut Gems,
But that's not.
Punch Drunk Love.
He's
where
okay.
he is not.
If he is in charge of anything,
Bingo.
All of a sudden he's banging the hottest girl on the planet.
Bingo.
They make the random joke about his head being the shape
It's
of a
stupid.
football.
It's stupid, yes.
And it's just crap.
Yes, I agree.
He shouldn't be in charge
But
of anything.
if I was making a movie, if,
if
Netflix came to
if
me,
somebody's got a whip and they're whipping Adam
Jesus
Sandler,
Christ.
and this what makes me even more upset because I can see how good he is.
Yeah.
It's like the really talented kid, and you're just like, you're really gonna just fuck off and just ruin everything with this crap? Seriously?
Yeah.
This is what you're gonna do with your life? This is where you want to be when Jesus comes back?
But okay, so what point in that do we hold him to the standard? Let's be honest. None of his movies are good. If you,
No, well, you said Uncut Gems is
no,
very
but
good.
that's not his movie.
Yes,
he is
yeah.
an actor. in it.
Anything by the Happy
Madison.
Happy Madison.
Okay,
that is pure crap.
If you want to have an argument about that, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, the Big Daddy, whatever those movies are, if you want to say they're good, fucking watch them again with a critical eye, and then come back to me. We can have the conversation. They're not good. They're nostalgic, and nostalgic is always going to be rose-tinted glasses.
those were like jokes that made sense at the time.
but even then they
He's
weren't
telling
good.
He's telling the same fucking joke.
Yeah, I know.
And I get like they're like those are jokes that were done by Jerry Lewis back in the 70s that he's redoing.
Fucking do vaudeville before that.
Yes.
Humor is humor. It just connects better and it's different fucking language. But humor is humor. Okay.
Adam Sandler had his own goofy thing that was incredibly funny, that worked very well on Saturday Night Live. He made it work as like a music career of just him being a goofball.
Yeah.
And it was funny.
Yeah.
And then it just didn't become funny anymore.
But because he stayed with it, he never
Yes,
evolved.
His storyline is a straight line.
But I mean, this is the same thing we hold standards to for like musicians, right? Like, why isn't Metallica releasing another And Justice for All? Why aren't they releasing another Master of Puppets? Why are they doing this fucking whiskey in the jar bullshit? It's because they're trying to evolve. They're older. They've seen more. They've been on the road more. They fucking life has changed.
I lost respect for Metallica because of Napster.
Napster was the big one, giant one for me. Then they did the documentary. I don't know if you ever saw that, where
Saint
it's like
crying. Saint anger, but they were crying.
no, it was way before that. It was like showing them working on the next album, which was way before Saint Anger. But they're literally in their mansions complaining
and crying. Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched it. It was awful.
And then it kept cutting to Kirk, who is so uncomfortable on camera that it's funny. Like, they'll be like James, and James is like, "Oh, I can't believe I missed up that one note." It's like, motherfucker, you're a musician. Fuck up, and then try it again and do something else. And then Lars is being a complete little baby bitch cunt. And then it'll cut to Kirk like this. Like, he doesn't know how to fucking react with a camera in his face. And it's like, dude, you guys are multi-millionaires. And you were like the hub of metal music in the world. Stop being little cunts.
yeah,
So, like, I lost all respect for them then. But, like, after the Black Album, fuck them. Dude, everything. Even the Black Album was so goddamn weak compared to the previous albums. Now, I got into Metallica when the Puppets came out. No, I'm sorry. I got into Metallica when Justice came out. And then my next album. Then my next album was Puppets.
That was my same thing.
And then Black Album came out. I remember going out opening fucking day.
And then everybody made fun of you for liking the Black Album because you're a new poser. Because people are assholes.
It's like, well, the Black Album was not as good as the previous, but it was still fucking rock for
Black
the time.
Album was pretty fucking baller. I don't know.
I listen to it now and it's like, oh, okay, you're getting in your emo phase. I kind of get it. But then again, like, we can't hold those standards because people fucking evolve. They change over time. Dude, I've been making music now for what, 10 months, 9 months?
but if you
You know
evolve and
how
change,
fucking much shit I've changed in the last 9 months?
yeah, but you gotta like if you evolve and change into something good or have something to say, that's fine.
But what if it's not? What if
But
you
if we're
totally
talking
go
about
fuck-
Adam Sandler, had nothing to say.
But that's what I'm
It's
saying.
the
is
same
he's
joke.
not evolving.
Yeah.
I gotta sneeze.
Uh-oh. Is there anybody? Is there anything that could be good for not evolving?
Well, so, I mean, how much can you fucking love a musician? And I know I keep going back to the same well, but like,
My music tastes change. I have a hard time listening to heavy metal. in all
No
honesty.
shit.
Except for like I gotta be in a mindset. Like when I have a deadline, I will put heavy metal
Oh,
on.
yeah,
and I'll
yeah.
put my headphones on and I'll crank it up to where I can't hear anything,
Dude.
to focus.
I clean the house like that, or I feed the pets like that, because it puts me in this zone of complete calm.
Yeah, me too. Heavy metal makes me like focus and like I'm like ready to fight whatever I'm doing.
Yeah, but and like it doesn't make me angry anymore. It doesn't get me amped up.
No.
Now it's just like I'm gonna clean every fucking corner of the kitchen.
We're old. Yeah, you remember like I would listen to the Korn album to get ready to wrestle. It was super important.
I was coaching wrestling, and I love that I just sneezed near a microphone.
Yeah, it's
and
fine.
I apologize
There's
for
no
everyone.
boogers on there.
I just shit a little. So I remember when I was coaching wrestling, I did an old man tournament because I was like, you know what? I'm back in shape a little bit. I've been wrestling every day. I know what's going on. I got my ass fucking handed to me at the tournament. But I was listening to Korn before to try and get myself amped up, and I'm like, not really doing it. Like, yeah, I'm blind. Cool. Yeah, I'm blind. Yeah. Like it just wasn't fucking fueling me, and I thought it would. So you can't go back. So what stays the same over time that doesn't evolve that we still champion
Nostalgia.
as a concept?
Yeah, like that moment. That moment will never get old, I don't think.
Well, I mean,
Like you don't want nostalgia to change. I think there's like a whole
well, nostalgia. I mean, that's too fucking broad of a concept. Because you can say love. You know, I don't want love to change.
love does change though.
Your perception, your involvement, your connection with love changes, but love as a concept does not.
Well, then you're like, I don't know. I guess you don't want your.
So let's not do concepts. Do an actual tangible element, like a musician.
Do you want your food to change?
Oh, okay,
I know,
this
like
is good.
I know, like with Heather, like she wants it to taste exactly the same way every time.
I kind of get that.
And me, if I never eat the same thing twice ever again, I'm fine with that.
Now you just said two different things, though.
I would never, if that's the first and only time I ever eat something and it tasted like that, I don't care. If I could have a different flavor every day, I would prefer that over something tasting the same every day.
Now, what if you had something that you truly loved? Let's say a steak. Okay.
I get bored with it. I can't have the things that I really like. If I have them too often, I'll hate them.
I kind of get that. Like listening to the same song over and over.
Yeah, I
just
can't.
drives you up.
Like, I think like the thing with me that I really, really enjoy is going to be like, there's a particular types of beer that I really, really like from certain places. Like, there will be breweries and then they'll have a beer that I like a lot.
Okay,
If
I'm
I have
listening.
if I have it a bunch, I won't like it anymore.
Now, what if instead of having it all the time, what if you come back to it like five years later and it doesn't taste the same anymore? Like the actual recipe has changed.
and that happens sometimes too.
That's evolution. Because that drink has evolved into something else.
Well, I don't know. It's usually a different brewer or something like that with a beer.
But what if it's the same? I'm saying hypothetically. I'm not saying
That's the thing. I guess I don't like having it often enough. Like if it's different that time, I'm fine with that. Which is, I guess, like I'll pair things. Like I don't want just a beer by itself.
I understand.
So like I want like wings and beer with me. Oh man, I love that shit.
Okay, let's do wings because you've talked about wings a lot in the past couple of years, especially when you were on a diet. That was like your one thing that you were looking forward to. So wings. What's your favorite flavor?
Spicy barbecue.
Spicy barbecue.
And you can't. It used to be all over the place when I started eating wings in like 2004, and now it's like dwindled down to like I know 2 places in the Chicagoland area that have it.
Oh,
And-
okay.
And I will drive to go to those places, not just because they have those flavors, but like it's not always good every time.
Yeah.
But I will pair it with like a beer, and it's like even if I'm let down by either the service, the flavor, or the beer, something will be okay. I guess if you just like stack things, it'll all even out.
Okay.
But if you went there for like one thing, like I don't like going to bars anymore.
Oh God, no.
Cause like to just go to drink and then that's it, and there's no food. I don't know.
Or entertainment.
Or entertainment.
Something of value.
Yeah. I always say like I'll tell Heather there'll be like places I'll literally like we'll walk into a place if we're on vacation because we love dive bars, right? But I'll walk into a place and if it has a smell or a look, and I'll be like, babe, this is where dreams go to die. I can't sit down here.
Oh, really?
I won't even go inside.
Oh, I would have put money on the fact that would have been like the choice for the evening.
No. Like the red There's like the Red something Inn that's like right on the train tracks in Elgin. That's where. Like,
Oh yeah,
that's where like people
right
go.
next to the bus stop. Mm-hmm. Oh,
I drank the very first place we ever went to when we lived into the tower is we walked literally right over the bridge and went there. And I remember I looked at Heather. I was just like, "This is where dreams go to die."
I remember
were
you
there.
saying this now. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think we tried it one more time after that just to be sure, and we never went back.
See,
in
that's
again.
cool that you did because some places have off nights.
Yeah.
The place right around the corner from me, the West Dundee Inn, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, that place is. My mom loves that place. I've tried to go in there 4 times. I've never ordered a drink. I'll walk in there for like 30 seconds and I'll fucking leave.
Yeah.
I've tried it so many times because my mom loves that place. I keep reading reviews. People love that place.
Yeah,
I can't even get a drink.
don't get it.
Or like I'll go there for like karaoke. We don't know if that's going on today. I'm like, well, I'm gonna fucking walk out the damn door then. I don't like. You guys are the worst.
Yeah. We went there before they changed ownership.
Yeah.
And they had 3 things on the menu. They were all frozen.
Gross.
So if you want pizza, you can either have it microwaved here. I used that word correctly. Or you can take it home with you. It's the same price.
Oh my god.
And I remember Andy and I were like, nah, brah, let's have the chicken sandwich because there's 3 things on the menu. And we didn't want whatever the other one was. So we had the chicken sandwich and it was like still kind of like shitty inside. Like the meat wasn't fully like defrosted. And we're like, cool, we're never coming back here again. This is like the ultimate fucking terrible experience. So then we went back again, like a little while later. We're like, again, like you were saying, like they might have had it all.
Everybody
fucking off
keeps
night.
liking this place. Why?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So we ate it again. It was fucking awful, and we gave up like halfway through the meal and said, "Fuck it, like we're not even gonna take it home." And I hate throwing meat away. I can't fucking do it. So I took it up and brought it home. Didn't fucking eat it. Threw it away here. But then like a year passed, and then they got bought out, and there's a new owner. Totally changed the place around. It used to be a dump dive, and now it's like a dump dive with a couple neon signs inside and a new menu. And they gloated about that online. Like we got a new menu. We have a new kitchen, blah, blah, blah. And they have like 12 items on the menu.
now we will microwave dino chicken tendies.
Yeah, right, exactly. And like Andy got one thing, I got something else, and we both shared it. So we had like an option, and it was fucking awful. And Andy said it was okay, but Andy's like way easier going, especially with like food. She's like, it's okay. It's what I wanted right now. And I'm the more like, this is fucking awful. And I'm never going to complain about it. If it sucks, I just won't get it again. Like I had the experience. Cool. I'm not going to bitch. I'm just going to say I didn't like it. And I get in fights with people about that sometimes. Like I'm not complaining. I just don't want it anymore. But their food was fucking terrible. It was fucking terrible. So then we gave it a year. We went back recently. I was like, oh, cool. Nothing's changed.
It's always the places that are like right by your house
Man.
that you really want to be good because they're close.
Dude, when I moved in here, right down the fucking road over here is a coffee shop. I cannot tell you, dude, how happy I was. There's a coffee shop within walking distance. I felt like the goddamn Godfather walking down the street, just like,
walk to get my
go
coffee.
to my fucking coffee house. Gonna be so good. Walked over there. I ordered a breakfast sandwich. Fucking terrible. And I ordered 2 drinks, 2 different coffee drinks, because I needed to test them. Because if there was shit, I'm not coming back. I have not been back since.
Yeah.
My God, is it terrible? So much so that Andy says this. I don't recognize I do it. But she says every time we drive by there, I always say, that's a goddamn shame. They're not that good.
We Heather and I say that about Danny's Pizza all the time. We are so disappointed in Danny's Pizza.
Dude, I'm so
the
glad we're on the same
only
page.
music venue in town.
That can't be true. The punk place used to be, but they're not there anymore. They're like in fucking Geneva or something now.
No, dude, they get run out of every place they go. Those people are so weird. Those people are so weird, and they always go online and they complain and blame other people. It's so weird.
Sounds familiar.
And they pull like some like really dramatic stuff. Oh my god,
Legit dogs.
legit dogs. That dude drama with those people. drama.
Okay, so
They went to 3 places, blamed Elgin for all their problems.
I remember that.
Went to
I remember
South
that.
Elgin, blamed them for all their problems. Went to
Okay.
Geneva, blamed everybody for their problems. It's like, dude, you suck. And I remember like, and Heather's going like, where are these people getting all this capital to do all this stuff that you could fail this many times?
yeah, I was gonna say,
Dude, it ain't gonna work for you.
a restaurant failing is crippling to your life.
They've done
once.
it like a dozen times.
That's fucked up.
And they always blame other people. But now it's just silly.
So we've yucked on a lot of yums. Tell me something about Elgin that you're like, tell me something about Buttertown that you're like, this place fucking rocks.
What's really good? I've always really liked Walnut Speakeasy.
Yeah.
That is
yeah.
one of the 2 places that have hot barbecue.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
No shit.
I like their wings there. They have like a special on Thursdays, I want to say, but you got to eat there. Their beer menu is usually pretty good. They'll do like some fun burgers there. Yeah, I like that place. That one place has always been pretty consistent, and it's one of the few places that's been around the longest because a lot of places have gone down. G&J's, I'd have to say, is pretty stellar.
That's
in
my
Elgin.
jam right there, man.
I'm sad that the public house got bought out, and now there's a different owner.
Yeah, but
And I don't like. There was a few things on the menu that I liked a lot that aren't on there anymore.
dude, they've been taking shit off the menu for years. My original meal was not cheese curds, but they had another kind of deep fried something. This is how long it's been. And then it was a pulled pork sandwich with coleslaw and jalapenos. And then for dessert was like I'm totally forgetting what it was. But it was like 3 things that are no longer on the menu. And then I had to switch to something else, to cheese curds. And I was like, cheese curds are fucking great. And then they got rid of the fucking recipe. So they did something else. So they taste like shit now. And then I went to the bacon egger, which was the egg bacon sandwich,
one
which
was
was
really
fucking
good.
great. To me, because of the fucking bun.
The pretzel bun
It was a
or ciabatta.
oh god, I'm forgetting the name of it. It was a dumpling bun.
Oh,
It was ridiculously fucking soft. And it was like a light crisp on top, but inside was doughy as shit. And it was so good. And they got rid of that. And they're like, oh, no, this is a better bun. And I was like, no, it is not. It is fucking terrible. I'll never want the sandwich again. And then they got rid of the other dessert that I really liked. So it's like, we just stopped going there because they got rid of all the fucking food before they got bought out.
the place that got bought out. The place that bought it was the Geneva Ale House. The Geneva Ale House is really good. We would go there all the time and
I'm
eat there.
unfamiliar with that.
But I like the Ale House better than I like Elgin Public House now. Plus, dude, they used to do karaoke upstairs at the Public House.
You like
so much fun, dude. It was so much fun. It's a shame they don't do it anymore.
I found a fucking breakfast place in Elgin I have never heard of.
What's it called?
Willie and Grace.
Oh, I've been going there for
Have
years.
you?
Yeah, for years.
I love this place.
Yeah, the family or the people that used to own the Walnut Speakeasy used to own that, and they sold it to these guys.
Oh my god, it makes so much sense. All right.
Yeah, they're really good.
The place is like straight out of the fucking 60s.
Yeah, it's cool.
It is ridiculously nice. Everyone in there is so goddamn
Always
kind.
super nice.
We
Their
sat at
food's
the
pretty
bar.
good.
The fucking biscuits and gravy was
Yep,
good.
I always get their biscuits and gravy. I'm a huge fan.
Dude, and like to me, that's like that is a you made it or you fucked up.
So if you really like biscuits and gravy,
I'm listening.
okay, there's a place in North Aurora that we will drive to. It's
For real?
It's a bakery, and the bakery's biscuits and
Are
gravy.
you talking about Hortons or
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Oh my god,
Can't do it.
I
Don't like it.
love their. Well, your bread is different. It's super soft bread.
I like soft bread.
Oh, maybe you were there on a bad time.
So that was like my dad's place. Anytime we went to go see my dad, or when I lived with him, he's like, "We're going over to this place, that place, or Omega, or Papa Bear's." It used to be called Papa Bear's, which is just a Greek restaurant. Nothing special about it, but it was close to home, and the waitress knew my dad, so that place was awesome for him. But we used to go to the. Is it Hortons? Whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
right on the goddamn river.
Yeah, it's right by the project that I did.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And that's how I always remember it when you're trying to describe it. I'm like, oh, next to that bakery with the shitty cinnamon buns. Dude, they're fucking terrible.
We would always get their cookies there. I always like the cookies.
Yeah?
But yeah, I thought their biscuits and gravy were the best in Illinois for
Dude,
sure.
oh, you bite your tongue there, sir. I came to visit you in Southern Illinois.
Oh yeah. You're right. Mary Lou's. Mary Lou's is
which you said no longer does it, right?
no, they do it.
They do?
Oh yeah, they still. Mary Lou's
That is
still
worth
there.
a fucking
Mary
road
Lou's
trip.
is incredible.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
because they put a shit ton of pepper in it already. It
Oh,
was
I
so
like
good.
that.
Oh, me too. That's so good. Yeah, I do miss me Mary
My
Lou's.
God, was that good. And I remember like the price was like, why is this so cheap?
I know it was so cheap.
Like
I have no
I
idea
got
what
out
it
of there
is
for
now.
like $7, and that was like
Yeah.
2 full fucking plates.
Yes. Yeah, Mary Lou's is awesome. I used to live upstairs.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was the third place I lived in Carbondale.
No shit.
No, sorry. It was the second place I
That
lived
is
in Carbondale.
dangerous, sir.
Well, I didn't have any money at the time. So,
I'm not laughing at that. I'm just like the fucking the sub comment under that
I couldn't afford to eat there. when I
was
living
like,
there.
I can't enjoy to enjoy things.
That's when I was in grad school, and I was like
Yeah, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
crazy poor. And I have like my change. I have to go to Save a Lot. Save a Lot's like the poorer version of Aldi.
I know it. That's what
Yeah.
I lived off of in Georgia.
Yeah, Save a Lot. I remember being so embarrassed because the Save a Lot wouldn't let me pay in quarters. Oh my god!
What?
So
Why?
embarrassing. I was like, dude, I counted out all the money for you. Like it's already counted. This is it right here.
What excuse did he give you? Because the money's money.
I know. It was so embarrassing because they turned me away. Like those were my groceries, and they turned me away from my grocery money in front of like all these people. I'm like, it was like $5 and change. Very embarrassing. I was so upset with them,
Dude.
and that was the last time I went to Save a Lot.
Oh, that's a fucking shame. That
Yeah, I ended up going to a Schnucks. There was a Schnucks, and then there was a place.
Yeah, holy shit.
There was a place that was on the other side of Schnucks that like only had ugly vegetables that were super cheap.
I love that.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Because they taste the fucking same.
Yeah, it was just a place that only sold ugly veggies.
I love that.
You could get like a pound, or not a pound. You could get like a whole sack of potatoes for like $1. It was,
Oh my God.
it was awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You use that a lot for Eddie?
Yeah, that was Eddie's food.
potatoes?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yep. Good times.
Yeah, goddamn right. So what do you wish we had as a culture today when everything is going fucking haywire and doom and gloom, and we're looking back at these things that really kind of brought us joy, whether that be nostalgic movies that the sequels never held up to, or what do you think we need as a culture now that would bring happiness to the people?
I think
Not just movies, but
I think
whatever.
politically we need to throw 2 people in the volcano of the other group's choice. I think Trump needs to go down.
Metaphorically, or
I mean, not going to throw him in an actual
Yeah.
thing, but like it would be
It's a
awesome
very
if, like,
far drive.
if Trump went to prison and whoever else that the right want.
Stephen Miller
No.
be a good start.
No. Like if we said, okay, Trump's going down and you can have like Hillary Clinton or whatever.
Oh,
'Cause you know damn well that
one of
she's
each side.
yeah,
Gotcha.
and essentially it pays the blood debt in between both sides.
Oh, okay.
Like if like in my head, I always like kind of saw the Epstein files as being like a way to like being this great evening out.
Right.
It's like, dude, like Clinton's in there, Trump's in there.
We don't give a shit. Release it.
If they did that, both of them go down, and then we can like start at zero again. In my head, like that could happen, but I feel like a lot of people are just trying to forget. Really, the people on the right are trying to forget. It's like, how do you forget? Like,
Child rape? Yeah, it's kind of a hard thing to forget.
not only is it child rape, but like it's
But the
like
blatant disregard. for,
yeah, because I mean there's like oh shit, what was that? The Panama Papers. Remember the Panama Papers?
oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, dude, like we found out like billionaires hiding money offshores, and the person who like who put it all out there fucking murdered him. Nobody ever talks about it
Yep.
anymore. The financial crisis. We paid all that money and bailed all these the super elite out. The auto crisis that happened in 2012. We bailed those fucking people out. And then the all the TIP loans that happened, the like fucking like $2 trillion just disappeared that went to people that didn't fucking need it. And all of this stuff is going on. Like the mega fucking elite have been flaunting, getting away with everything for the longest time. And like, we're right on the edge of like the Epstein files being like, somebody's finally going to get in trouble for this. And we're right there. And it's like, they're not like, dude, like demand it. Like if you can get pissed off enough for Congress, like, because the thing is like Congress is just as strong as the president. And the courts are just as strong as like, it's supposed to be a checks and balances.
It should be.
And right now it's just a big streamlined fascist mess. And but if you can demand it, like if you refuse to go along with all of the lies and to say like, you know, like the fact that like Trump's bragging about how much money we're making from the tariffs, dude, that's a fucking tax that we're paying. Yeah. Like people are just going along with it. To saying that like how cheap everything is. No, the fuck it isn't. Go to any grocery store.
Well,
it's insane. It's insane what people are going along with.
Bullshit where like they're trying to go through the toll way. And they say, anyone got $1? And all the rich guys in the back of the car were like, what's $1? They had like Burns and everyone else, and they're trying to get through the tollway, and Homer's trying to pay for it. And they're like, can you break 1,000? Like, that's the fucking mentality I always think of with these people. Like when Eve says, like, eggs have never been cheaper. It's like,
you've never been to a grocery store, dude.
Yeah, right. Like the only time he's ever been anywhere.
You're a billionaire. It costs the same to you.
Yeah, right. Nothing's changed.
If the eggs were $1,000, it would be the same to you. So I don't know. So yeah, I think like I felt like that's really a thing that could happen, but the fact that the MAGAs,
oh my god,
walking it back, it's like, man, it's like we're right there to have like this common consensus. Like, dude, give up Trump, we'll give you Clinton, and it'll be done. They're both fucking guilty as shit.
Yeah.
What about you?
White Hen. The convenience store. It was dope.
What? I dropped the pounds, but I dropped my joy. Poker face stare and nothing to employ. A mirror of age says we're not that young, old enough to know, yet we still come undone. John searched for a friend for 20 long years, through the smoke, through the noise, through war-torn tears. By chance he appeared with a message one day, and two soldiers laughed in the old familiar way. Raise your glass, sing it loud, we are all the same. Hearts on fire, though the years may change. The weight we carry, the ties that bind. We lose our way, but we still might find. He wrote on the book where the noise is thick, but on Substack they listen, they ponder, they stick. Hitchhike through borders in the fire of war, but the ones I bled with, they hate me more. Every accusation's their own confession. Fascism's birth is their proud obsession. Grandfathers fought to keep it away, and grandsons invited back into day. Raise your glass, sing it loud, we are all the same. Hearts on fire, though the years may change. The weight we carry, the ties that bind. We lose our way, but we still might find. So censored for questions, silence for thought. The country we loved is failing a lot. Online or in person, emotions are real. Connections the thread, the wound we can heal. New sequels roll like dice from the past. Some stories hold, some never last. Some hearts evolve, some stay in chains, but the songs we sing will still remain. So raise your glass, so raise your glass, sing it loud, we are all the same. Hearts on fire, though the years may change. The weight we carry, the ties that bind. We lose our way, but we still might find. Too
to the lives we defend, to the future we fear, and the friends we call friend. So drink to connection, to questions, to truth.